evening, curling fans, as you look out over the Grand Canyon, over 270 miles long, 18 miles wide. It's about a 4-hour drive or a helicopter day trip from the Las Vegas Strip, which attracts approximately 43 million people every year. And even more now, we'll head to the Orleans Arena, which is playing host for the first time to the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. It is time for session 2, Canada taking on Scotland, as we see the teams making their way out onto the ice surface. Thanks for tuning in. Luke Coley, Kenny Edwards here for a night session, a Saturday night in Las Vegas, and we're watching curling. Teams making their way out and getting the round of applause. We have first time seeing the Americans out on their home ice. But our feature game will be Canada taking on Scotland. Scotland's first game. And let's meet the teams. Canada with their lead, Jeff Walker. Their second, Brett Gallant. Third, Mark Nichols. And their skip, Brad Gushue. They'll take on Scotland with their lead, Hammy McMillan. Second, Bobby Lammy. Their third, Grant Hardy. And the skip, Bruce Mowat. And let's look at the standings entering session 2. Canada, China, Korea, and Sweden all winning earlier, while Italy, Japan, Norway, Scotland, and the US all haven't played. And then rounding it out, Germany, Netherlands, Russia, and Switzerland losing in session 1 earlier today. Well, as we get into session 2, some teams will be playing their first game on Norway, Italy. Game on sheet A, Stefan Wallstad against Italy's Joel Rotornes. Sheet B is the US, Greg Persinger taking on Japan and Masaki Iwai. And on sheet C is our feature game, Canada against Scotland. And on sheet D, Sweden, Nicholas Edin takes on Mark Pfister. As they welcome the teams, see the lovely Orleans Arena. And now, Kenny, any advantage to a team like Canada coming into their second game? They played earlier, and now Scotland's playing their first game of the competition.
Yeah, I think it will have a little bit of an effect on Team Scotland coming out the blocks pretty dry at the moment, because Canada coming off the back of a win against Russia earlier today. But both teams have had a practice before the game has got underway. 9-minute practice for each side.
Well, this is Bruce Mowat's first World Men's Curling Championship game. And they're taking on Brad Gushue, the reigning world champion. Haven't lost in their 13 games last year and won this year. Continuing a run by the Canadian side. They've been quite dominant, winning the Worlds last year and won earlier today 7-6 against Russia to start off their World Championship title defense. So we'll see how aggressive Scotland goes after it. Do they try and go at it early on, try and keep it simple a little bit early?
Yeah, I think Scotland will probably try and keep it simple early on. It's the first matchup. Just get a feel for the ice, feel for the conditions, get a feel for the environment, really. It's the first World Championships. But one thing about this side, Bruce Mowat, especially the skip, is very cool, he's very calm, and nothing really flusters him.
Well, you need that to be a championship caliber player. course, has had success at the junior level. Bronze medal in 2015 and gold in 2016. The World Juniors. But this is the World Men's Curling Championship. Hammy McMillan will get it going for Scotland as Canada will have the hammer.
Just set it here, boys.
I think we're good.
We'll be throwing the red stones. Scotland with the yellow.
Line's nice, boys.
Top 12.
Heads
Top
down.
12.
Work it.
Heads down. I've got. Keep it going. Yeah, good.
Fairly standard setup play from Scotland, throwing this one in. Not wanting to get too involved from the get-go.
We saw Canada earlier today go after it early. They scored a 3 in their first end, but it started with Russia in their first one going in to the back of the 12-foot. So rather than
Threw it a little up and then it came down a bit.
do that, they decided to play the hit early on in this first end of play.
I thought we were flashing.
So Hammy McMillan, 25-year-old.
Clean.
Oh, easy.
Good, Hammy. Nice, Hammy.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
You're actually nice when it hit.
Yeah, just going to trade some stones. Jeff Walker looking to play the takeout on this yellow.
You're right.
Well, and some teams use this, especially starting the game with the hammer. You blank the first end, you can get the hammer into the second and already start looking into scoring with even ends. Gushu's team's known for being quite successful, scoring 2 or more with the hammer, and then playing defense because they can hit very well, as we see
Touch less and have it.
Bobby Lammy.
Can we get rid of it?
No. You're on the nose, I think. Sit.
Fine, Bob.
Yeah, just does enough to hang around in the 12-foot. This stone working its way out of the house, so eventually we might end up with a corner guard if Brett Gallant can't make the roll into
Same as Jeff.
Yep. Whoa.
the scoring area.
Clean. Yep.
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 Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. That's good.
Well, Brett won't quite get into the house. It's just on the outside as we see the rules of play. 6 ends minimum must be played. 38 minutes of thinking time given to each team with 1 60-second timeout where their clocks will stop and their coach can make the walk out on the ice and have that conversation.
Touch less.
Yep. Whoa. Clean.
Fraction less.
Grant. Hard, Grant. Hey, you're on the nose.
Okay.
You see the corner guard now in play. The only benefit for Scotland is it is a yellow stone, so if they are going to play the run back, it's going to be their own stone that they're driving back into the house.
Little full, if anything. That's all. Think it's light, though. Think it's light. Where is Through!
Gotta go for weight.
Go,
Lots of room.
Line's pretty good.
Jeff's in.
Hurt, guys. You gotta go weight. You gotta go for weight.
Hard, come on. Go. It's Marion. Go.
They go hard on this one.
Hard, Jeff. Come on. You
With the sweeping, trying to drag it down in behind.
Good shot.
Great sweep by
Good gas.
the guys to get it in behind.
Think so, eh?
Heel.
Hard.
Brutal.
Yeah, they get in behind and not wasting any time. Play the run back.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Grant Hardy, the third for Team Scotland. And runs it past, so misses that one. And a great opportunity for Team Canada to try and lie 2.
Yeah, surprisingly played a lot of weight at that one.
What do you think for speed down the middle?
He just played a control takeout. That one would have pulled up onto the nose.
Yeah. I think similar to Brett's.
It's going to be in 50s. What? You just threw a 360. If anything, it's going to be quicker.
I had a 69 on yours.
I had a 69 on yours.
No, I think it's throw 8 to 10 more than you draw.
Then draw?
Maybe a little
I
more.
think, if anything, it's going to be slower here.
12.
All right?
Okay.
Okay, 12 feet more and you
Yeah.
draw. Lights up. I think it's lights up.
Looks light. Top 8 depths, guys.
This time it's Walker and Gallant on the brooms.
It's not bad.
It's heavy.
Expect to see around
We're heavy.
14 and a half seconds from hog to hog.
Yep. Good, sir. Yep. Sir. Okay, good. Nice shot.
Great separation between the two stones.
Try and exchange a few stones and maybe leave himself with a double, get a half shot. Well, that third position will be a real important one to watch. Grant Hardy, 25-year-old, against Mark Nichols, who's won 2 world championships, an Olympic gold medal.
Nice at the end when you
No, it's good.
His didn't do very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grant himself, very great at skip, so he can call a game as well. He's not just a third player. Very intelligent player of the game.
You're seeing that a lot more from all teams. You're getting a lot more input. You're seeing a lot of players dropping down that used to be skips, playing in that third position and excelling and actually becoming better players because of it. Well, there's a bit of that half shot, rolls it into the center of the rings.
Yep.
Mark had some struggles in the early game today.
Yeah, you threw it good.
A little bit outside of the broom and didn't get the results they wanted.
What we hitting, Bruce? Huh? What we hitting? A third. Okay. Third. Yeah, slightly thinner is fine. I got this one blue straight in. Okay, that's good then. Good ice.
Take it, buddy. This is yours.
I'm not sure I would want this as my opening shot at a World Championships, a quarter stone double. It's maybe even a little thinner than quarter. Just make sure you catch something, really.
Yeah, the 23-year-old skip.
And has he put this one right through the gap? He has.
He has right through.
Hey, Bruce. Right next one.
I was trying to play it so thin it's just which way do you want to miss it, and that is not the way.
It wasn't a ridiculously hard split.
I got an 87 on hard.
Got to make sure you catch something with that one.
Like I got a 4 in his draw to the button, you know, like so.
So throw what I was throwing on my draw of the button.
I just think you need a hair more than that.
You do? Okay.
Like
That's a
I think a hair more.
frustrating start. Canada scored 3 in their first game today against Russia.
Yeah, you found a sight at it.
Maybe it'll be another look at that double. Just to give up 2 now for Scotland in this first end.
Should be good.
Felt like what you wanted.
I think it's nice.
Looks all there
It's
though.
good. Top 4.
Line's good.
Even them up.
Should get all the way out here.
They're light.
You need the crew
Just
mark?
looking to get
Yep,
more
go,
separation
go, go,
between
go.
the stones.
Don't worry about line.
Just
Just
go,
go.
go for weight. Get the T-line.
Anywhere in would be good for Team Canada.
That's good. Let's play this.
Yeah, there's going to be the same double or double off the side. Either way in this first end for Mowat to try and make up for it. Can you size up that triple? Is it?
It's certainly there.
See if we get him to roll up.
Yeah, you get it, you get roll here. I'll stay with it.
And you've seen them made. So
Yeah.
and with the reaction of these stones these days, it's definitely possible.
Definitely tightened up the ice as well on this one.
He's very close to this one, look.
Well,
Little
get one. There's the second. Bounce up and just over the top of that one. Hair thinner, and I think he makes the triple.
We're just throwing to 2 of them.
No.
That's one he wish he could have made on his first. Watch this one just over the top as you see it start spinning.
Great attempt.
You
Wasn't
called it
far.
there, Kenny. It wasn't far off. I was right.
Bit of a guess. Give it the exact same.
Scotland will be happy they're just giving up 2 here in this first end after some mistakes.
Open 12-foot draw for Brad Gushue. You've got to think he's going to make this all day long.
Just behind team.
Pretty much the same line.
Well, he's throwing the same path he threw on his first. He knew what it was, so draw in, go to the wing, and get an early deuce. So Canada scores multiple points to start off their second game. They lead Scotland 2-0.
Yeah, I thought it was really close.
And the way you're going to throw positive as well, it's going to track.
Yeah. Okay. Corner. Yeah.
Fire up. Let's do it. Right, stick in.
Well, look at all 4 sheets in action here in this second session, first day of competition. Teams were treated to the opening ceremonies earlier today. Walking out to the crowds here in Las Vegas, they walked through the casino en route to the Orleans Arena. And all the teams love seeing it. It's just a different experience than they're used to in many curling events. Luke Coley, Kenny Edwards,
So you got to think it might come down
2-0 Canada lead in this second end.
Put over curl a little bit.
Weight's there. Weight's there. You're right. You're right. You're
Whoa,
right.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey Jeff. Good weight.
Hey, Jeff.
Fairly nice draw from Walker at lead. Team Scotland's lead, Macmillan, just draw the corner guard.
Weight's good.
Well, this
Up,
end will
wait,
be an one to watch to see how the Scotland team responds after
Up, wait, tight. Bob.
giving up that deuce in the first. And very fortunate it was just a 2 end in what started as an empty or an open end. Playing hits ended up as a corner guard, and Canada took advantage and scored 2 with a couple of Scottish misses.
Yeah, I think the misses came from just playing a little bit much weight. The run back initially from Grant Hardy was playing at a lot of weight, could have dropped it to a controlled weight.
Okay, needs a curl.
And then also Bruce Mowat playing the up weight for his first and completely missed everything.
Good, because we're going to create a little
It's a
angle.
little. It's short of it.
Just let us out.
It's short.
You got anything on your rocks?
Yeah, notes is fine. Let's go for notes. Normal. Okay. Right in the deep cut. It's too much ice. There's tons of ice, Hammy.
Well, talk of the stones and
Wait, normal throw.
trying to get a pair that act very similarly.
Whoa! Both off. Close.
Don't think you want to touch it.
Close. Take the roll. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Nice
Well,
arm.
double made back will kill both those red stones.
Thought Hammy would get some more curl than we did. But Hammy
Thick half. Thick half, yeah.
This is different from some teams that'll go and play that one in the house.
Yeah. Lots of teams will go after the one in the house, try and run a few through stones, hope for a mistake.
Whoa, right off. We'll stop. Stick with it. No. Stick with it. Close. Yep.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa.
Hard.
While trying to slash this one in, get rid of the one in the house.
Top of the end.
Doesn't quite get the one out. It stays top the rings and off the center line. So now Scotland can guard it up.
Give us 20 with your normal throw. Enough ice?
I think that's right.
Alan
Yeah, tighten it
Hanna,
up
the
more.
coach of this
We can finish it.
Scotland team.
I'll take it.
Yeah, he's been a coach for Bruce Mowat over the years, for a
like
number
it,
of years
halfway.
actually. Was
Like
involved in
Halfway along.
his time in juniors. He was part of that
Line's good.
Line's nice.
medal-winning
All yours. Line's good.
team.
Still
Line's
dry.
good. Hair tight. Halfway tight.
Line's
No,
good.
line's good.
Halfway. Still grand.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Clean
Over
it out.
curling. Over curling.
Nice, Bob.
Shot. Good there.
Bye, boy.
Look beside. Familiar face, David Murdoch now
Nice, buddy.
coaching. You see a Canadian familiar face, Jules Ochar. The Canadian team was talking stones. He's, as many say, he doesn't watch the team he's coaching very often. He's watching other games and with the binoculars and looking to see what other teams are throwing, which pairs. As they peel off the corner guard.
Touch the top. It's maybe a hair quicker.
Okay, take a couple of feet the same way, actually, we didn't.
Yeah, same will be fine, but cut the feet off so out. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
through it.
one ball, actually.
March through it. Line's good. Where are you? Halfway. Line's good. We better room.
A little
Room
tighter.
next time. Room 3. Line's good.
Still grand. Grand. Close, Hammy.
Hammy.
Hammy now.
A little tighter. Hammy.
Hammy now.
Hard.
Go.
Yep. Good ball.
It's not an easy thing to place, but that guard's in a pretty good spot as we'll look over USA, Japan. Both these teams' first game.
Whoa, hey.
And it's the youngster, the Japanese fourth stone thrower, Go Aoki, 18 years of age, and has a draw to score 2 in the first end of his first World Championship. It was USA and Greg Persinger that actually just picked out a back stone, trying to go after that one in the ring, in the top of the forefoot, unable to. And Japan gets an early score of 2. So a nice start for the Japanese squad.
You're happy with 10.
Meanwhile, it was Mark Nichols making a run back and
Toppy. Toppy.
Tons of room.
Wait's
killing
good.
that one out of the
Tons
ring.
of
Still leaves the corner out in front.
Tons of Wait's good. No, line's good. Line go, you bet.
Hard line.
Where'd you go then, Bob? Line's
See
good.
this one beginning to move now.
High. And you need to bend it. Top 4. Hard to finish.
Hard. Keep it going. Hard.
Very nice shot from Grant Hardy.
Nice throw.
Okay. You can throw a little bit more. Won't be as hard.
Well, always a little easier when you're playing a run back of your own stone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Little less. No.
Quite a lot of weight from Mark Nichol in this one.
Well,
That one just run a little bit straight.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Missed run back for Mark Nichols, and similar to the first end, opportunity. Scotland to
Yeah.
I think you almost want a hair more.
draw in line 2.
That's
Not
going to
giving
be
any
hair
less. No less.
I got a little more to it. Waistcoat!
Still think you're minimum.
You're still trying to get top 8.
Level. Waistcoat! Top 8! Only ball! Top
Tommy,
8!
you can go.
Heavy! Only ball! Back quarter.
Heavy. Okay, yep. Get it right here.
A little bit of weight on this one. Is this going to hang around in the house?
That's good.
That is back of the 12 foot.
Yeah.
They took it deep enough. They
Mind
were
this with like board, Mark. Board?
flirting
Yeah.
with it being out of the rings, especially with the help of Mark Nichols as well. They take it back.
Block. Hit and roll. Double is really, really thin. I'm just thinking board weights, try and hit and roll over in the neighborhood there. Maybe make the next one a little easier. Think the speed will be good down this path? I think so. Mark just threw 2 kilos down a similar path. You want me to throw a little extra? Or? No, I think it's good. I think it should be good.
Good boy.
Brad Gishu just looking to hit and roll
Hair big.
Yeah.
off this top yellow. This one's beginning to move very aggressively. Have they got enough of the top yellow?
Stay with it.
Catch it thin, remove it. They played that awfully quiet.
Very quiet look.
Slow there. Came down big, yeah.
You see the difference in the line. Just a slight difference in weight between Brad Gishu and Mark Nichols. And this one really did pull.
Stay with it.
Just slips right through the rings. Scotland with a chance to
Came down big, yeah.
apply some pressure. It's very difficult to find a spot now.
Fuck.
Might be tempted to throw something up
So, you're 5.
on the right-hand side as we look at it and guarantee yourself a 2.
Give us 10 up here.
Yeah, go 5-10, okay?
Same as Josh.
Yeah, make it a similar scenario that
Wait, same as Josh Schultz. You seem to be able to do it more than that.
Canada had in the first end to score there too.
Same as my second last structure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
And if you ever got a missed on one of the doubles, then chance at 3.
I want to go big. Yeah, me too. It's gonna go.
Hard then.
Keep looking at me. Can go top 12 if needed.
Going hard on this one.
Hard to get in.
Bobby Lammy closest to the stone. Really driving onto this one.
Okay, run.
Well, big scrub early to keep that one moving, and it
We're leaving all 3 of them.
goes in top 8 foot.
2 boys.
Not bad, but is there a chance to try and play the double?
Probably this one, I think.
Triple? Nah, I don't know if the triple quite lines up.
Triple's very thin and risky.
It's either that or we play something like this.
I don't like that. I like getting rid of 2 of them.
This quarter?
What's that?
What is it, a quarter?
This one? Yeah.
But a long double, I think, is easier.
A thin third.
What do we need? A third?
Like a thin third.
Okay.
Brad, quarter should get the side of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so big shot for
Yeah.
Brad Gishu. Looking for between a third and a quarter of this. Playing the out turn.
Is that enough?
Certainly won't be lightful with weight with this one.
No, pressure shot for Brad Gushue in the second end.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Got to get
Look,
at
yeah,
least
yeah.
2. Make the 1, get the second.
Just missed that.
There's the double.
Could have gotten all. Good shot.
Now Needed to come up with that after Brad missed his first. Still frustrated. You can see the body language from Gushu. Wasn't far off of making that triple.
Yep. Look, yep. Yes.
Right into your view was that stone as they got rid of 2.
Yeah. Happy with my draw shot? Definitely else. Yeah, I think so.
I'm doing this, you're not going to see mine just
Doing the same with your draw.
Good with that.
Yeah, a little surprised they're changing the ice here. Look, they're elected to play the intern. Maybe something we'll keep an eye on throughout the tournament and the game. Maybe just something Bruce prefers, but he's already played the out-turn draw to the top 8. Yeah, in this end, to the top 8 foot. Just play the same shot again. Just score your 2.
No, I thought it was there. I think so.
Some teams will play because this is the one they did in the last stone draw challenge to start off the game after your practice. But anytime you can throw 2 back-to-back, so we see the time there.
13-4.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, very good shot.
Well, good bounce back by Scotland. They tie things. Well, they'll take a look to make sure. And it is 2, just to confirm it. But a good bounce back. Scotland gets their deuce, so all square 2-2 after 2.
That was probably the same release as the first one, just a faster slide.
Yeah, you know,
Well, a 2-2 game, the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. As we begin the 3rd.
Halfway, tight. Line's room.
Ken will have
Wait,
the hammer
Sarah.
again.
Oh, we're good.
It's both very similar
Tight.
ends,
Tight.
opposite of one another, as they
Real tight.
each skip had to make
we're good,
a
wait.
double
I can go a
to
wee bit
make
flat
up for
then.
their first shot miss.
Hard Bob, right to it.
Curl it, Bob.
Center line.
Work it.
Keep it going.
Work it. Come
Finish
on.
it, finish it, finish it.
Just wait.
Hey, sorry. Nice, Hammy.
Hammy McMillan puts the center line guard out in front.
Go, Sam.
Shade light.
Yeah, didn't feel heavy.
Not cool up top 8.
Okay,
Mine
line's
looks pretty
good.
good.
You got room.
A little light.
Yeah, a little room. Mark's in. You can go. Go ahead, Mark. Mark's in. Lots of room, so. Standard.
Mark.
Hard, Mark.
Hard, 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 hard. All you can get out of it. Go, 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 go. Very happy. Go, 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 go.
Hey, Jeff. Dicey.
If you want to play that, don't mind.
Don't mind that.
Mind that. Is it easy?
Hack.
Okay.
Looking at the setup here,
Yeah.
I think you've got to move that red, or you come around then turn right to the button. But, I do like moving that red, just pushing it through and rolling to the side.
Waist good. Whoa. Waist good.
I got Max.
Whoa. Touch up. Whoa. You
When you play it quiet, you want to obviously not touch your center and leave it.
Just pack.
Oh, buy it right through, roll off to the side.
Good, Tommy.
Nice shot.
Good foot.
Just play that nice and quiet. Both teams will try and make that roll in behind the center line guard now.
Normal. Yep.
Air quiet, if anything. Pretty good though.
Well, let's look over Sweden and Switzerland. And it is Nicholas Edin, after blanking the first, made a double and roll out to blank the first end. Looking to make use of the hammer and score 2. And after a miss run back by Mark Pfister, it's a draw to the forefoot for Nicholas Edin and his Swedish team to get their deuce. And not a problem, so right in there. Sweden gets their 2 and a 2-0 lead after 2 ends of play.
This one's moving a lot. Great sweep by the guys.
Roll just comes out the other side.
Good. Stay here, Doug. I was just kind of dead. Didn't really call it. A little slow here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little fresh, eh?
We threw a couple hits in the first down this spot.
Yep. Yep. Little light. Hard. Hard.
Oh, good luck of what they're going after.
Hard.
Just want a little flip behind this guard. Get by, and they do. Great scrub, Walker and Nichols. They just get by, and they don't get much of an inside flip.
Hard. Hard, Jeff. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
I think that's as good as you could have done on that shot.
Absolutely.
Close.
Bobby Lammy trying to run this one back.
Carl. Yeah.
Well, run back and just about sticks it underneath cover as well.
Good, Carl.
Great shot making back and forth.
I came down quite a bit. Had to call it here more. Had to call it here more.
Played a nice control weight at this one. Just a driver. Yellowstone back onto the red.
Shade last. Clean. Just through. Clean. Just through. Whoa. Yep. Gotta go together.
This one beginning to move once it gets past the hog line.
Whoa. You gotta roll the shooter. Go. You got it.
Underneath again. Is the yellow going to go right out?
They do get it out, make the roll underneath. Probably see that another run back.
I think the run looks easier.
Same way.
Same, yep.
More than Bobby.
Yeah, more than me.
Whoa. No.
Waist good though. Close. Yep.
No.
Yep.
This one beginning to pull onto the center line now.
Okay.
Hold it enough.
Sit down.
Is the yellow going to stay though?
Good shot.
I think it just hangs on to the edge. I don't think it matters. Whether it's in or out, I think we're seeing this come around.
Let's see, get on Jeff's split.
Close. Yep. Hard.
Okay.
Sit down.
Good shot.
Most times when you get the good shot indication from the front end, means it's just nibbling the edge of the rings.
Full 8, guys. You got room. Lots of room. Just see if you can.
What's the room with this one at the moment?
Lots of
Needs to
room.
move. Good 4 feet.
Stay down, it's going.
Come on, guys.
Hard,
Get
Brad.
here.
Hard.
Hard. Finish it. Go, 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 go. Go, get it over center. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Still open though.
Same way.
Yeah, but still, again, electing to play the run. They know the ice.
Hit more. Hit more. Hit more.
Just needs to get a piece of that centre line and will pull very aggressively.
Not quite, just goes by and will roll off the front. So still Canada line one.
What do you think?
T-line.
Okay.
You throw
6 feet more.
6 feet more.
This one always a tough one for teams that tend to take a little bit too much ice. Sometimes it's a little quicker path.
A few hits down the middle, so.
Good boost.
Wait on me, guys. Top four. Needs a curl.
T.
Needs a
As
curl.
long as the weight's okay with this one, won't be too worried about the line.
Nice. Just biting the T-line, probably.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty good.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The weight was perfect. You take a foot less ice and it's probably right on that one. Still does the job.
I think they're close to the out. Yeah. Normal? Yeah. Thanks.
Not like it roll off the top one?
Huh?
Not like it roll off the top one?
Might not like shot.
Can you feel like barrier weight, hack weight?
Yeah.
No.
It's not there, is it?
Now looking at
you
this,
like rolling
that's
on top?
very tight ice.
Not really.
Okay, fine.
I'll wait you for
No.
Tight ice, not trying to bring that jam into play or try and get as much roll as possible.
Yeah, I think I'd probably like to see them give a couple more inches.
Just normal.
Just normal.
No. Close.
Clean.
Yep.
High.
Hard ball.
This one beginning to pull now.
Hard ball.
Hey.
I actually did
Okay,
over
Bruce.
curl.
They're hoping to get shot stone because now it's in a spot where Canada doesn't have to hit it. They can freeze to it again.
I was thinking, we roll here.
Problem is, though, he ever knows that it's, he can make the double. Like, even if I'm there.
Yep.
I got you there. Captain's still there. Hey.
Right beside it.
Okay, Bruce. You like this?
Yep, it's good speed here. So.
I'm going a little wider than Mark.
Well, it's a very similar path, basically the same spot.
I don't think that's going to change much.
Okay.
Mark Nichols through with his last.
One more. Yeah. What I threw in the first end, is that close or is that too much?
We're thinking like it's kind of your draw to the button speed.
Well, that's what I threw in the first end.
Yeah.
That'd be real close. Seems to slide nice. Okay. Right next to it, guys. Just on the corner. No, it's good.
Very high line at the
Work
moment.
a bit.
Still
Weight's good.
grabbing onto that centre line.
Line's good. Line's good. Weight's real good.
Right beside it.
Okay, let it curl a bit.
No, a little higher that.
Go
I'll
ahead.
go then. No,
Go
let it
ahead. Go ahead.
Gotta go. Gotta get it there, Brett.
Right on the side
Line's
of it.
perfect. Get
Yep,
it there.
yep,
Hard,
yep.
Brett. Hard, Brett. Go, go, go. A little more. Hard. That's pretty good.
They wanted it on the side of it. It's not quite 2.5 a rock away, but they will be very happy with that.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Maybe an inch or two more, but
Yeah.
I mean, he can take a run at it and try to hit the back of it.
Yeah.
Nose isn't terrible.
That's a pretty good spot, but they're not even all that happy. They're a few inches away, they said, of where they
Okay, so you can't make
wanted.
double head
Perfect
rolls.
spot.
No, I don't think so.
Well, taking on a risky shot with this one.
Heel.
You don't quite manage to make the roll perfect.
7-8, yep.
It's a relatively easy straight run back for
Yeah.
your two anyway. And if you catch this a little thin, you might end up leaving two reds in play.
I don't think he'll underthrow this one here. The last shot for Bruce Mowat.
Close. Close. Yep. Yes. Hard. Stay with the roll.
Well, make sure that red goes away. Make the hit. Now the roll. Just out the other side a little bit. Great effort, though.
That's a great shot.
Nice throw.
Brad Gushu will be able to see most of this stone.
But still, throw that weight. Make that roll. Fabulous shot from the youngster. Jumps that one over.
Okay. I got 2/3 of it. Yeah. Hack weight.
When you hear it, Brad says he can see 2/3 of it. Just going to play a hack weight.
Just gonna
Try
be
and push
good
the
speed here.
yellow back
A little slower than passing just through.
Okay.
out of the 8-foot scoring circle.
That's not too much
And
extra.
hopefully pick up two.
I think you're gonna hit. I think that's nice for hit half.
Okay.
You think?
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking. I don't mind tightening up an inch if you like it.
I like that. That's pretty good.
What's that?
It's a little deeper than mine. Mine's growing nice in there. I think it's real good.
So the last stone
Weight's
is
good.
third and a 2-2 tie.
Yep. Weight's good. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
It's beginning to move now.
A real big scrub. Walker joins Gallant. Get it by the front.
Good.
Right to the nose. Brad Gushu, the reigning world champion, makes a pistol to score another deuce and a 4-2 lead after three.
Yeah, it's good hack. Nice throw. Cool.
Well, all twos so far. Luke Coley, Kenny Edwards in the 361 World Men's Curling Championship
Before we
2018.
did anything, so
Yeah.
be a good 6-8 feet. What do you think? Yeah.
A
Okay.
great shot, Brad Gushu.
Yep.
Quiet weight, great sweep by the front end to hold that one. And another deuce put up.
Pretty aggressive. Whoa, a little wide there. Just watch, it might be a slow path. Whoa, if you can.
Lots of weight.
That's not bad.
Team Scotland will try and chase their juice
Whoa, what's all here?
once again in this fourth end.
Probably a little higher on this line's better. There it goes. Good shot, Jeff. Big throw there. Is it throwing hard?
Yeah, 84.
So top forefoot, corner guard. And Game on again.
Halfway!
I've got you there.
Line's good.
No, I think we're good.
Halfway tight.
No, you're there, Bob.
Weight's good.
Bobby when you can.
Just waiting for this one to
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
pull off the centre.
When you
I
can, Bob.
wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it off.
I know. 15.
A little bit tighter than they would have liked.
Yeah, it's fine. Trying to find that happy medium, that perfect spot for the corner guards. Obviously, I think that 361 logo is a little bit too tight, but you want it just out in front of those.
A little light. Same pass. Easy for line.
Leaks pretty good.
Hope you can. Mark's
Over
in.
there.
Hope you can.
Top 12.
Whoa, and it's gonna need a curl.
It's coming down. It's just happening
Mark,
right
if
now.
you need to sweep.
Go ahead.
Hard, Mark.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Even if it's in, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Good.
Okay, it's good.
Nice spot, Jeff. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Spot.
Shot.
Shot. That's the combo of
Shot and spot together.
and spot.
Good.
He knows it. Knows double. Easy double back, innit?
Try that.
Yeah.
Well, the cat and mouse game begins already.
Maybe
We
not
make
even
this, oh,
rolling
he'll
in.
make that back. And
Head and roll wide.
Yeah.
Could just ignore them.
Or you play this. Don't mind freeze.
I was thinking behind the corner, but
Don't mind freeze.
yeah, I don't mind freeze.
Okay.
Probably rather draw, otherwise just do that, get me double.
Yeah, a few different options
Whether it's freeze or in the
with
corner.
the way the stones are set up. The freeze, like what they've called, the hit and roll to the right in behind the corner, but it's a short run back. You're going to expect Team Canada to lift that double
Waist
off.
good. Should be there. Heavy
Line's
boost.
good.
Back 8.
So to
Round it.
preserve the corner guard,
Yeah,
You go round it.
Yep, then.
this is
Oh,
probably
yeah.
the correct call.
Through.
We're in rings, but right off.
Bobby to finish. I think.
Right off.
Almost
From
through.
Hammy McMillan, just a little heavy.
Right, Bob.
Bobby Lammy just trying to sweep that one in behind.
Bad.
but that's where communication's vital. They let them know it was heavy. They still try and make something of that shot.
Should be good though here, eh?
Yeah.
It's the first real mistake that we've seen in the game, and we're into the fourth end.
Just a little.
See how Canada tries to go after him then.
Line's good. Back line. Weight's pretty close. Whoa, wait only. Wait only.
Back line.
Back 12. Can we bump it out? Whoa,
Yeah.
Needs a curl to do that. We can bump it out.
Line's closed now.
No,
Back line,
no,
right on the
no,
back
no,
line.
no. On its own, on its own, on its own.
Well, our first look in over on Norway, Italy. So we played the third end over there. Almost Mozaner. Final shot of the third end and
Heel.
trying to get on the board. See, that was Reds come into your picture there.
Clean.
Has to get this one into the 8-foot. Try and get that single point and a big scrub. They'll get it into the 8-foot. Make it 2-1, Norway leading. Meanwhile, USA, Japan, you see Rich Ruinen,
Happy with that.
vice skip for this USA team. Greg Persinger throwing the final stones. 2-0 Japan leading, but Persinger a chance to tie it up.
Where are we? 10.
Whoa. Whoa, that. No.
It's 10.
Stay with it now. Stay with it, both of you.
Get better.
Top 8. Yeah, Colin.
Top 4.
You're okay. Just stay with it, Colin.
Yeah,
that way.
Get
Get it.
Well, got to move this one a little bit. Score 2, and they'll move it quite a bit. They'll get the deuce, so all square after 3. 2-2 USA, Japan. Well, it's Canada line
back
2,
button.
back 4-foot,
Keep
back
freezing your
12-foot.
T-line.
A few more stones in play in this end.
That'll be close.
The only benefit for Scotland is everything's sort of back tee. It's in a scoring position.
Run! Run! Really got to curl. Waist not back. Got to curl, Grant.
Got to curl it.
Still got to go. Oh, you got to curl, Martin.
Me and Grant.
Just trying to get this one down into the top of the forefoot. They always knew it was light.
Yeah, it was all right. Too much ice.
Really seeing how the effect of the front ends have on these to try and drag it that far, get it to the top of the 8
You
foot.
go forward with the out.
Yeah, sure. If you know it.
Yeah, I think so.
You like this?
Whichever you like. I don't mind it.
I haven't seen either, so.
Rolling behind the guards there.
Speed
Well,
should be
it's
okay
game
down
2. You're trying to get a feel for the ice, what it's doing. Every game's a learning curve.
Yeah, remember it's only game 1 for Team Scotland though. It's game 2 for Team Canada.
Whoa. Sweet's good. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Sit.
Well, hits rolls under to lie 3. Maybe a little far opening up. That freeze still is a possibility.
Okay, just the hair low then.
Mine one.
Even if you do that, it's great.
Yeah. Nice sweep, Brett. Whoa. 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 No. Never.
Courage.
Trying to run it back, get a couple going, and just gets the 1.
Very unlucky there. So close to making that double. Picking the red off the back of the 4.
Leaves the guard, leaves that 1 top 8 foot.
That was running.
Unless you just want to straight pick it.
Well, I'm just thinking, he maybe. Okay, you got it. He draw through the hole.
Oh, narrowly
he's
missed
gotta
picking
make
that
it.
one.
We
Watch how
haven't played
close it
this
is to
side.
that
He's gotta
back
get
red.
through. And if he makes it, you know, we guard again. He's going to have this for 2.
We got to guard the run, right?
What's that? You'd have to guard the run, yeah. Because we'd have this side guarded.
I know. You might be able to put in a spot where he's still got the straight back, too.
I know, but what get us? We can rip this and then let him do that.
I don't mind the guard, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
I would like more is to try to get under.
Yeah, but that's so scary, right? Like,
You like this?
yeah.
Yeah. I'm good with the guard.
Lots of discussion in this one.
Pick it out.
I like this.
Got to agree with Brad.
Yeah, halfway is good.
For your draw to the button.
You two up, do the simple things well.
Sliding good, hey?
Yeah, force your opponent to make the shot. That same shot that Mark threw on his first isn't available anymore. The only way you could pick it.
Line's a pretty tight. Line's a little tight.
Right now, it's still some work for Scotland to do to try and score 1, let alone score 2.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Real tight.
Broom mic.
Just clean it.
Broom mic, their hair better.
We're like a foot short. Whoa, 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 we're too deep. We're too deep. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's it. Okay, Mark.
Squirt there.
Okay.
Well, side by each out in front.
A little further than you thought.
Right where I thought.
Okay.
Squirt there.
You have enough. I think you're hitting it too much that way to make it. That's just going to be like.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just a couple rocks too deep, but they were saying a brew win, but
Pretty brave coming through there.
Dead nose is. It's not ideal because the red's sticking here, right?
He's like, he's thinking.
Not a fan of that.
Me neither. Is it worth the freeze?
Tight
the
pull
port.
there.
Can't spin in some of these.
Keep like 12 though.
No, you're probably doing that.
Like 12 gets you by 2. Tap it back enough.
Oh, I think you play that like barrier, almost
You know, if I
control.
throw barrier, yeah, I think your barrier.
No,
You're really thin to get on the back of the red though.
Well, you need
Try
to
to
get
just
in
plug
the
it through
back
the hole.
here.
Be
really
thin to get the bottom of that.
We're not trying to get the bottom of that. Just this.
Well, why do you not want to get bottom of that? Get both.
I think you're too thin.
Quarter rock there.
You're thrown to miss it.
I'm thinking that quarter rock's both.
Yeah. I think that's something we don't need to do. I'm thinking this.
Okay with the run, but if you're high,
I know.
so probably it's the back one. Even if you do this, Grant,
Does it finish enough to put it 12? Probably not.
even if we just peel it,
Yeah. That's maybe your shot.
okay. I like that. Same turn?
Yeah. So you're going that way?
Yeah. Really happy. This is going down here, Hammy.
Yeah, if you play it the right way.
Thick half on the red.
Okay, yeah. Stick with the shooter, Hammy.
Okay. Again, he's just playing the hit and check. Line 3 were forced. So I kind of like the red batter.
I don't mind the red back, but
I think Bruce was convinced on this one, but I don't think the rest of the team was. They still like trying to play and get shots down right now.
make a freeze for the hold on.
Yeah.
You don't make it, you could be 3-4 down.
Yeah.
Freeze to the hold.
Open things up.
Yes.
You're going to have a chance to at least score.
Back 4 way, back 8 way.
I don't mind the freeze. You decide. Okay.
Normal.
Okay. Normal.
Well, that's a long game. You don't have to go all out. It's a 4-2 game in the 4th end. You play the freeze, you miss it, you're in a load of trouble.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yes.
whoa. Hard, hard. On the yellow. Hard.
Okay.
Well, they open up the one side, the yellow one, that they can tap back.
His angles are not very pretty.
Is it there?
I don't mind throwing a guard.
Check in
thing
right
is
next
this
door,
one.
Sheet D, Sweden,
It's there,
Switzerland.
certainly, yeah.
Mark Pfister, his final shot. Lost earlier today to China in their first game. This is Sweden, who's at 1-0.
Like this.
So big game, don't want to fall 2 games back.
Take a board.
Pfister trying to
Do you want to
draw down,
Do you want to try to stay right there?
get to that one, back 4-foot,
You like this, Jeff?
get by. Jam on that back one, shooter rolls too far, and
Yeah.
just the one for Switzerland.
I
So
almost prefer to roll
2-1,
Foleyberry.
Sweden leading
We roll
after
half
3
there,
ends.
He makes the freeze. We got,
Okay.
don't have a whole lot.
Does he have air on this one to make the roll?
What's that?
Does he have air on this
A
to
little
make?
bit, but then we could freeze.
Okay.
You guys like that ice for board?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like plenty, eh?
Mark was probably firm board. He was farther over.
That's not too much, though, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
A little quiet.
Yeah.
Just board. Wait.
Yep,
Okay.
not bad.
It's
Wait,
okay.
yeah, board. Hard! Hard!
On this one, pretty quickly, you see this one moving across the center line. Have they got it on the nose?
Avoid the jam, just get by. They actually rub off it, I think. Yeah. What second shot? Is that yellow in the back? May not matter right away.
Feel?
See this one just gets very tight to the red.
No, he's always going to kick that way then.
Well, make the double. You can lie 3. All of a sudden, Canada then have to make a shot with their last owner. You're getting a chance at 3.
Nice roll, buddy.
No.
First to skip stones for Mowat.
Very close. This one's moving hard now. Have they held it? 1, 2, both reds go away.
Just catches that one and pushes it out. I thought he had missed it, but he just touched that one. No reaction from Mowat. All right.
Great shot by the skip.
Watch this one. Just clip that red one out the side. That was about as much as that one could curl. If it goes over a little more, they don't make the double, and what a difference.
Get on here, boys.
Still a chance for Brad Gishu to get himself out of trouble. If he could ever come down and freeze the back yellow, I think he'll want it right back on this.
Lock it on top.
Back line. Line, yeah. Line.
Back line.
Line's good.
Back 12, back
Back
1.
line.
Whoa.
Close,
Back
yeah.
12. Whoa. It's good.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Line.
Yes. Perfect. Lock it on, guys. Yeah. Hard.
Go back.
Hard.
Go back. Stay line.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Well, they bounce a little bit. Live shot Stone. You know, the intensity's ramped up here in this end.
Can he see enough of that red? I don't think he can.
Lock it on, guys. Hard.
Go back.
Hard.
Stay line.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Well, I don't think he moved it far enough, and I think it's going to mean a force is in play now. Draw for the single point.
Okay.
Right. See what you give us. Okay.
Yep. This is good time there.
Okay, you give us.
Well, it was a double that set up to lie 3 for Mowat. Gushu threw a freeze with his final stone. Now looking to answer back himself and make it a 4-3 game. Bruce Mowat trying to cut into that lead.
There.
I quite liked it.
I like it.
Well then.
Whoa.
Line will be good.
Wait's there. Back 8, back 12.
Close, Hammy.
Line looks okay.
No, then.
Probably need it.
You need it.
No, wait's okay.
Clean, Hammy.
Wait's coming down.
Hard if you need the line.
Coming down.
Hard if you need. No, clean.
A great shot by Bruce Mowat. Comes back onto the red.
Oh, much needed score. Not the deuce, but a single point. Wasn't looking good early, but they come out with 1 and a 4-3 Canadian lead as we are through 4. Well, the first single on the board goes to Scotland, but they trail by that amount. So we play the 5th end. Canada gets the hammer back. It's been an entertaining first 4 ends of this game. No surprise when you see Canada and Scotland locking up against one another on the curling ice.
Yeah, both these teams have played each other 3 times before. Always been very tight affairs between Brad and Bruce, but it's always been Brad who's come out on top. 3 wins in the favour of Brad Gushu.
Yep. Line's a little tight. Line's good, line's good. Top 12. Okay, line's good, line's good. Room.
Yeah, and I think Brad Gushu has good records against a lot of the teams in the field here this week.
Okay, really good.
Go through obviously last year going 13-0.
Get a fully. That's good. That's good. Shot, Jeff.
Shot, buddy.
Canadian men's team hasn't lost at a world championship since 2016 when it was Nicholas Adine beat Kevin Cooey's Canadian rink.
Top 12 just now.
Cooey ended up going on to win that world championship.
Whoa.
I think we're good.
Waist nice.
Should be there.
Waist good. We're right on it.
What is sitting at an 18-game win streak for the Canadian side at the men's world curling championship.
Bobby, then.
Line's good.
Hard lines.
Hard, Grant. Get it here.
Hard.
Okay.
Sorry, Amy.
14 seconds.
Just a little bit
Trying
short.
to get to there. Okay. What do you think speed here?
I think if you throw close to the same weight.
Same? Yeah, it's in the slow.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
Okay, got room.
Pretty close. Little
Lots
bump.
of room right now.
Yeah.
Top eight.
Oh, not sure what to do here. Go around. Yep. Hard, 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 hard.
Well,
Hard.
change of plans, try and go around it. And they made the decision just in time.
That's the shot he wanted to play.
Yeah, real nice call from the front end. They said that this one was going to be a little heavy. Brad called it a little bit high for line, so they just swept it past that top yellow to get it round into the button. Great communication from Team Canada.
Yeah, even a hair thinner, it's okay, is it? Hair thinner's okay? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
looks a lot.
Like that. Good. Trust it. Nice throw.
Nice.
Close. Yep.
Hard. No, weight's good.
Well, it was trusted, Bobby.
Yep, hard. Gotta go. Gotta go. Right to it.
No.
Hard wrist.
I'll
Nice
try and get
out.
that
Nice,
one
Bob.
all the way out. Still Canada lying one.
We're here.
Normal.
Hair high.
Oh, real big sweep, Hammy McMillan.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Slow.
No. Okay.
Oh, hard.
Oh, weight's okay.
Doesn't
It's
come
just
up to
a little
make that
aggressive.
double. They're trying to
I think
kill
it might
both
have
of
been
those.
Maximum ice too.
8.5.
Oh, was it? Okay. It's just straight there. That's where you throw all the hits.
8.5. You got the Jonathan
I think
You're on here, you're just playing a double.
He knows it.
Well, I can probably get a bit deeper, can I not? Yeah, you probably could.
Okay.
Do you shot to close it?
3/4. Same weight, or more. Give me a wee bit more. Okay. Good barrier.
Yeah, fraction more.
Yeah, hair more.
Well, another similar spot, a little bit wider. Guard shouldn't be a factor on this one for Bobby Lammy.
Same, maybe less.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
Same
This one's a little narrow for line.
Right to it, Andy.
Hard, you're right to it.
Hard.
Having to go to hold it up there.
Hard. And the roll. Hard, Grant, hard.
Very good sweep.
Alright, you're fine.
Yeah, we've talked about the shot making of these teams, but it's the sweeping has been just phenomenal. The end to end on a few we've seen throughout in this game just to get it by. And there's another example.
Good weight.
Hat.
Heavy. Weight's good.
Yeah. It's a little hard.
Whoa.
Little hard. Heavy hat.
Yeah. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Well, No roll on that one. It still sits shot stone for Canada. Speaking of shot stone, Sweden lying 1, and it's a draw for another deuce for Nicholas Edin and his Swedish team. I think they may have something to prove here this week after losing a gold medal game at the Olympics. They'd like to flip what their women's counterparts, and Anna Hasselborg went gold to silver from the Olympics to the Worlds. They want to go silver to gold and move up the podium here. And there, already at 1-0, they lead 4-1 over Switzerland.
Den kallar upp hit, det är nästan mer kall än de hade så med ris. Ja. Slida lite där, men sen vrida till det mer.
Yeah, Grant Hardy was looking for a better roll than that.
Kind of gives us 2 options.
Whatever you like.
May not be shot, though.
I like the first call.
Okay. Hack.
Hack lead. Yours is good. I like that lead, Brett.
Yeah, exactly.
A little more than Brett.
Pretty close.
A little more weight.
Pretty close.
Close. Yep. Close. Yep. Yes.
Nichols looking for a hit and roll underneath the guard.
Whoa. Whoa. Roll. Yep.
Great stone positioning from
Similar weight.
third player.
Yeah, try and make that roll underneath the center. Quiet weight, just a little flip. Almost half, if not a little more protected.
It's sticking in nose nice.
Yeah.
I like that then. I've thrown the end.
Normal.
Okay.
Well, I thought you would just come down at quiet weight, push the red through, and
Yeah, I like
get some
control.
separation between the 2 yellow stones, but I like him to run the guard back. I feel this is easier.
Solid.
Little heavy. Whoa. Little heavy.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, close. Close.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well,
Nice
call
shot,
it.
good shot.
You make it, and guards the right side of that one, so there's no double on those 2.
Keep him on our side, nice shot.
That's nice, man.
Same weight.
Yeah. I could watch something if I missed that again.
Well, I like the confidence, whether you was the right call or not. When you go down, I think this looks really good. Go make it.
Yeah.
Got more weight.
No.
6 feet.
More.
Slow then.
Off.
No.
Close.
Yes,
Same
yes.
weight. Same weight.
Hard. Whoa. Still 6 feet more. Whoa.
Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yep.
Nichols
Yep.
makes another great hit and roll.
Well, it's just some phenomenal shot making and great curling out here this evening.
I think actually that path might have been air slow.
Hit roll underneath. And now I guess we can be nitpicky and say, probably want to roll a little bit further so this run back's a little more difficult.
Yeah, you really are nitpicking at that one.
You roll a half rock more, then this little tap becomes that much more difficult. Well, this game didn't get off to a great start for Bruce Mowat, flashing his first rock, playing the hit, trying to go for a double.
Hammy.
Hammy. Not yet.
Hammy.
Whoa. Bob. On the roll. Shoot, Hammy, shoot.
Well, get some separation, roll it out.
Got
Very nice right back. Perfectly buried, rolls off to the side. Lie 2.
Team Scotland and Bruce Mowat have turned this end around and
What do you like
really
there?
got on
Do you
top
like
of Team Canada now.
Bob. On the roll. Shoot, Hammy, shoot. Bob. On
Well, the communication, both these teams are so good. That's just a great example. Who's sweeping which one in the
If I leave
house?
it out and he noses, then I got to play this.
Okay.
So
I don't mind that.
We can do this. If we miss, probably plays that, and I still have enough room to make the double.
Yeah, I like that.
What do you think?
I was thinking that.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think you want to make sure you have both ways.
Yeah.
Well, looking to drive the centre guard back onto the yellow out wide and open up the yellow that's
What are we looking at,
on the
Mark?
forefoot.
Small half?
What's that?
Small half?
Small half. Do you want to try to go over the top?
It's good, yep.
Yeah. Half looks like it stuffs it, Brad.
Okay.
Probably the worst case.
Well, a look down the sheet of ice to Brad Gushu in the hack. Also a world junior champ himself. Won it in 2001. Peel it, and we'll catch it too thin to get the one off the side.
Yeah, I should know. It's myself he beat in the semi-final at the World Juniors. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was giving Hammy.
Still see that's almost max.
Brad and Mark have really been together for a number of years. There was a split for a couple of seasons, but
Middle eight if you want.
I like what you gave me.
the two of them come back together. I think that split did them the world of good, actually.
Sometimes you play with a guy too long, you can get complacent with things and get on each other's nerves maybe a little bit.
Top of the
Mark just went and played front end for Jeff Stoughton. Someone
just
different,
out of the 4 foot.
won a world championship.
Hair off with what you gave us that
Yeah,
last
you're
week.
probably
Few feet off?
3-4 feet off that. Okay.
You're not far away though.
No. Okay. Won't cut it too much then.
No, no.
Give us saying we're pretty close.
Saying you'll be
This
close.
side's a wee touch lower. Okay.
Well, Brad Gushu has been curling longer than Bruce Mowat has been alive. 23-year-old skip.
Heavy.
Brad Gushu's been
Back
curling
line,
since
no waist,
1993.
Okay.
Yeah,
Waist good.
How many are close? Whoa. How many
Waist
are
good.
close? Waist not close. No.
Back
The
in.
strange thing is Brad isn't classed as being old either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Yep. We're there. We're there.
Ah, boy.
Nice shot.
Oh, nice little tap.
Like solid normal?
The double to score one. But would be an important force. It's on the line here.
Just wondering about Peel, but don't worry about. Okay, yeah, no, let's stick with it.
Okay.
Well, Brad saw something or had a thought in his head.
Nose, hair high.
Yep.
You like that ice?
Yeah,
guys,
just
for
on the
like a
nose will
normal
be
solid
good
roll?
enough.
I think it's perfect.
Like an 8-second?
Yeah.
It's not too much, is it?
Even here on the left-hand side as we look at the overhead. Should be okay to remove both yellows and
I want to be a little.
pick up the single.
We get the 2-point lead back into the fifth end break. Final stone here of this fifth end.
Firm normal. Whoa, Brett.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yep.
Whoa!
Well, come up, make the double, and roll them out. There's the double for one. Brad Gushu and Team Canada extend their lead. Now up 5-3. We're halfway through this one, and we've got a great final 5 ends coming up.
N3.
What's that?
It's a little deeper than mine. Mine was growing.
Brad Gushu with a chance to take a 2-point lead, trying to tap the yellow through and score 2. Gets very cute to the top red, pushes the yellow through, and a score of 2 was his.
Funny weight, like it was nice weight.
Yeah, it was good hack.
4th end. After some great play, Brad Gushu freezes the back yellow, forces Bruce Mowat, his last stone, to draw for a single.
Wait there. I quite liked it. I like it. Coming down. Hard if you need
Just kept this one clean all the way.
Hey, Bruce.
Scotland trailing by 1.
Hey, Bruce.
5th end. Scotland sitting 3. Brad Gushu trying to make the double for a single point. Makes both yellows go away. Single point on the board. And at the break, it's Canada 5, Scotland 3.
Well, Norway, Italy keeping you up to date. You see those 3 Italian stones counting right now. Stefan Malstad trying to draw to the forefoot. And a 7th place finish last year at the Worlds. Here for a 2nd straight season. Got to get past their top one and won't do it. It'll come up, crash on the top. And it is a steal of 3 for Italy and a 4-2 lead for the Italians. Here's a look at the scores. Italy leading Norway 4-2. USA 3-2 lead over Japan. Our game 5-3 in the 5th end break. And then Sweden, as we saw, is up 4-1 in the 5th end.
Those in-turn runbacks are, they look like they're curling. It's just the angle is throwing it at. Yeah. Next.
It's not that first one, that only one go edge of 8. And that's our back to wee here. And it only gets there, so that's only can pick up a wee here.
1 minute, gentlemen.
Pardon it?
1 minute.
Big one when I talked to for it off.
Yeah, I think probably max.
Well, Kenny, let's look at the numbers here through the first 5-3 game, and no surprise seeing the big numbers overall. Pretty close percentages.
Absolutely. Actually, the Scots are outplaying Team Canada 87-85, but there really has been some great play from both teams in the first 5 ends.
Well, there's the line score. Just that extra 2 put up by Canada in the 3rd. That's the difference in the game right now. Team's getting set to get back out there to start the 2nd half. Will be Scotland with the hammer. Close games in the other 3 times they played. Not surprised to see
Doesn't look like they shammy, hey?
with this so far.
A little slower this time.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Jeff Walker at 95%. Some great numbers from the lead player.
Line's good. It's like it's here. Just Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Well, that first stone after the 5th end break, always a question, what's the speed going to be like?
Oh, really?
You haven't been on the ice. Airflow's different, so they run the mops up and down the ice.
More great numbers from Hammy McMillan at 93%.
Halfway tight.
Tight.
I liked it.
Bob, when you can.
Weight's good. No, I'd let it sit
No,
on the
line's
ball.
fine now. Little tight over curling.
This one's going to be very tight to the house.
Sit down.
Taking a step back off this one. Just pulling up in time.
Real wide, sits on the 6 of the 361 logo.
Throw that real pause. Just out. Okay, line's good. Thought it was probably all the way.
Probably in.
Clean it. Line's good. Line's good. It's actually getting a little tight on line. Line's good.
Real.
Brett's in.
I think we'll see
Might be in.
Ragushu really go and try and steal this end. Be quite aggressive in this 6th end.
Good.
It's not long.
Won't mind giving up 2 and 6.
Or if you can get a steal, it benefits them.
Quite like these, honest.
Just want to come this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of risk over reward.
Yep. Yeah, same weight. Couple feet.
Yeah, Brad definitely a team that prefers trying to have that hammer, especially into the final end. Most teams will, but Brad maybe more so than others.
No, then.
Weight's there. Weight's good though.
Get into that one up without, one down with scenario.
Coming down now.
You see so many times in these games getting into the 8th, 9th, 10th ends.
Got a curl. Got a curl. Good weight, Harvey.
Well, gets onto the edge of the red. Didn't curl as much as they would have liked.
Be great, but a freeze is fine.
Top 8.
Yeah.
Is this a different strategy now at this point of the end? Because you know what, as you said, with Brad being aggressive, other times you might see that run back?
Yeah, I think so. But we're still in the lead stones. Playing the 4 rock free guard zone here at the Worlds. Something that's about to change next season.
Yeah, that'll make things even more interesting.
Needs a curl. No, Jeff's in if you got to touch it. Just touching a little. Yeah.
No. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. Go. Bump it a bit.
Okay. Not terrible. Being right off it, it never even got close to the line. No, it was a little past it there. Okay.
Came down a little bit.
Oh, wait. T-line to back 4.
I think you're back 4, back 8. You're moving a couple of stones.
Don't mind a hair less ice, Bruce.
Think you're back 8 weight.
You're moving a few.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'll throw back 4, back 8.
Yeah.
Well, they're calling back 8 foot weight just to try and change the angles up.
Race back, back 8. Close. Yep. Whoa. Don't back 8. Right. Yep.
Just looking for a hair inside the nose of the top red.
Still there.
Yep.
Well, Court lining up the angles and just a little roll underneath. Get shot stone out of it.
Yeah. 2/3.
Normal.
It's a smidge less than I gave you last time, eh? Not much.
Well, 82% for Gallant.
Whoa,
A little bit down from
good. Whoa, right off.
where he would normally expect to be.
Whoa. Yeah. Shoot.
Well, roll it off to the side. Canada lies 2.
I think we'll see Bruce make a play on the centre one now.
Real good.
To read, but
Close. Yeah. Close. Yeah. Whoa. Shoot. Rescue.
go with it.
Yeah.
Huh? That's not around the corner.
No.
Shoot right through the hole. Or double centre.
3/4. Hair thinner. Yeah.
Yeah, so just Bobby Lammy taking a look at
Hold my hand. This is all right as well.
the shot.
Is that good?
Playing that weight to try and hold the corner.
Oh no, I'm just so.
Try and get one in the wing as well. Then you're in here, thicker.
Lots of weight from Bobby Lammy.
Whoa, no. Yep, whoa. Yep.
A few different options here. It's going to go right through the hole.
You just can't guard this because he'd have got that. Pick it or
Well, that wouldn't be bad, maybe.
what?
Would that be bad?
To do this? Well, that's great.
I don't know. What do you think?
It's either that or we put it right back in the same spot. What do you like?
My first thought was the guard, but I don't hate the pick.
Okay, if we're playing the guard, I think we need to play it fairly tight.
Well,
Because if we leave it there and he does this, then we got to run.
well, yeah. It's a 2-foot run back.
Like ideally, if you could get it right there.
Yeah. Brad? You like
Yeah, I agree
PA?
with Brad on this one.
No?
I don't think there's any need to get too
I don't
cute
mind-
and
I don't mind
go
the
for the
out.
pick
That's
with this
okay.
one. Just
If you
play
like
the
being, I
guard
don't
and
care.
force Scotland to play the difficult shots.
This is the same, because this is the same spot I threw the guard.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I mean, I was right here,
Yep.
but this is less ice.
Might just be 2 feet slower now.
Yeah,
and
if
just
I
do a
throw
Hold
the
on
same
now,
weight
Mark.
and you sweep it.
Mark?
pick it. Pick it.
I'm out.
Well, they're going to call a timeout now. Brad rethinking that one.
You'll see that.
No.
Just thinking, if we're going to play the guard, I think we do play the out because in all likelihood, I think this is better than this.
Well,
Because if we go there and he does this,
I like this.
like if we could pick it off of that,
I think we
never goes in there, right?
he's playing this, right?
What's
and
that?
Try to touch it and go straight across.
Well, that's what I think. If you pick it clean, he does that. But if we can kill it off of that, what do you think, Jeff?
My first thought was pick as well, but I don't
I
hate
like
the
the
guard.
pick.
You
We're
just
up
got to make the
to-
guard good.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you're going to play the guard, you got to miss it here as opposed to there.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine
Gotta
with
make it
pick
good.
it.
Okay, let's play the pick. Quarter rock kills
It's
it off of
interesting.
that.
Team Canada did call the
Still got 50
timeout,
seconds left.
Jules never came in.
but
It's Jules' time.
no
to shine,
input
but-
from the bench.
It's a quarter touch
And some
it.
teams will do it. They have a
What
where
are
it's
you
just
trying
they
to
want to
hit?
save the time.
A
Some
quarter.
that's
Yeah.
to get an
A
opinion
quarter
of the
will touch
coach.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Right at it, Mark.
Yeah.
Nice throw there.
Brad just
Roll
was
with
thinking
it.
of which way, if we miss the guard a certain way, what do we leave and give him something. Pick this one out. Takes it completely out of play.
Not real hard.
Whoa, yep. Whoa. Whoa, up. Okay.
And they're hoping to pick it off the one. They'll catch it right through the hole.
Close to a quarter. I thought we were hitting plenty.
Yeah. I had a quarter. Well, it looked like a quarter to me.
24%.
Yeah.
You missed it goal by that much.
Yeah.
Just over the top.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about the pocket that's right there.
Yeah, you could even just come down, hit the centre one,
Maybe get move it up a bit.
hit the middle one, and roll up towards the red.
I kind of like.
Get half in behind.
Don't like that. Either the hit and roll or the doubling up. Even if it goes to the Bruce.
We spin out though, he just peels.
Come and have a look then.
We're here down time, Grant.
That's why I told him to go earlier. Quarter.
Huh?
Quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's going over the top. What do you like?
I don't mind
Like
it.
this.
It's like fine.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard for it to
Control.
Yeah, we're Barry, up to you.
Control.
Okay.
3 quarters.
and check.
Head check.
Go weight. Control. No, I drop the weight. I said that'll be out control.
So hit it on the center line stone, try and hit and roll off it.
Yeah, I think what they're just trying to do is hit and half check onto the red on the left-hand side. Just playing a control weight.
Weight's good.
Weight's nice.
Yep.
Hard.
Grand 30, 78%.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
That's good numbers for the shots he's been playing.
Pretty good shot. Just a little flip, sit on the corner.
Shot. Pretty good. What you picked would be best, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly what he called. Just wanted to maybe 1 inch to the left-hand side would
Quarter to a third, and it
the
goes.
only slight criticism would you would put in there.
Same weight.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well, Mark Nichols, 91%.
Clean. Whoa. Good shot.
Finds a way to pick that one clean. Didn't think it was really possible.
Brett, there was only like this much separation, so.
I'll watch. Well, I guess not perfectly clean. Does touch the red a little bit, but that's just a minuscule amount of the hit of that stone to go over and get rid of that yellow.
Touch it. Weight's good. Touch heavy.
Whoa. Weight's
Touch
nice.
heavy.
Weight's good.
Close. Heavy.
Max.
Close.
No.
Whoa.
Set.
Sit down.
Try to roll
Good
behind
shot.
the corner.
Nice
Just
shot.
a little bit too far.
Good shot.
Check in and see USA, Japan, and USA lying 2. And the youngster, Go Aoki, 4-stone thrower for this Japanese team. Youngest player in the field, 18-year-old. In his first game against the home country. Trying to raise that one up, try to see if they can spin it in, but it won't do it. It'll cut the steal down to just a single point and a 4-2 lead after 6 for the States.
Yeah, good leg blocks, Brett.
Well, look in, Norway, Italy,
Easy, Brett.
4-2 after that steal. Norway trying to,
a little.
it's back, are they trying to play that double off the side?
Well then. Jeff, go ahead a little. No.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Double off the side, try and bring a biter in the back of the 12-foot into play. Not close, make the double, look at that. This for 3, get it all the way out. Look at that. Answer back with 3 of their own. To take a 5-4 lead after 6.
Not far away to give that last roll. Yeah, hair off. Nice.
Yep.
Guess if you're going to give up a steal of 3, it's a good way to answer back.
Yeah, certainly.
Nice run, buddy.
Great shot from Team Norway.
Same.
Had a chance just to play a soft weight takeout for 2.
I like the weight.
Think we're there, though.
Think you've got it.
Well, 88% for Mowat, and trying to freeze to that backstone. Gushu drew to the open side.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Stay with Alan just in case.
Where are you? Back 12. Yep.
You've got no line.
Try and lie second. No, I need to sit for that.
Well, not words you want to hear.
Give us.
Slides back, it does sit for second.
Mark weight, Mark size.
Yeah, I thought that would curl, man.
They get caught in a different spot. They just didn't react the way they thought.
I think it's peeled out.
Well, Brad Gushu just calling to peel this yellow. roll the shooter, because if he hits in the nose, he would leave a bit backing for
Probably hit a good thick half.
Bruce Mowat.
Brad at 75%. Struggled in the middle of their game earlier today, but picked it up late when they needed. And these ones are nice to have straight down the center line. Pick that one out. Lie two. Chance here, get the force.
Like just a little tired.
Nice throw again. Like that throw. Like it.
I think it's there.
Line will be fine.
Wait's there.
Should be good.
Line will be fine.
So the final stone here for Bruce Mowat.
Stay with it, Bob. Stay with it.
Need the 4-foot, get the single point.
Nice throw.
And right into the 4-foot, touch the button. Single point for Scotland. They're now trading singles. It's 5-4. Canada will have the hammer.
I think so, yeah.
We come back for the 7th end. Well, some of the Canadian fans here at the Orleans Arena.
I think we're nice.
Vegas hosting for the first time the 361 World Men's Curling Championship. With goalie Kenny Edwards in a 5-4 game. So centerline guard, not surprising, starting off the 7th end.
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining matchup so far. Some great shots from both sides. Some high numbers in terms of stats.
Yes, some great shots. We saw twos come in the first couple ends after both skips miss open hits trying to play tough shots, but you don't see them completely miss shots very often, nor do we from the leads. And there's a miss from Jeff Walker, just touching the front.
Good chance for Team Scotland and Hamilton McMillan. It's a draw on the in turn.
Line only!
A lot of rotation on this stone.
Go a wee bit!
Interesting to see if the players are finding that the ice is beginning to go a little bit flat.
Come on, Bob. Keep it going, Bob. Keep it going.
Hard to bend it.
Good speed. Very good, Holly. 14
Tucks a little bit underneath. Obviously, with the extra rotation, it's not going to curl quite as much.
Huh?
Curl, it's nice.
Well, would that be an advantage for the Canadian team playing their second game as opposed to the first for Scotland?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think after the first couple of games, or certainly after one game, you'll understand how the ice is holding up. Does it start to go off after 6? Does it go off after 8?
Throw it over, Brett. Right over. Right to the 12 foot. Go, go.
Shot, Jeff.
Nice shot,
Well, in
Jeff.
Sweden, Switzerland on sheet D, Niklas Sedin at 1-0. Switzerland 0-1. Niklas Sedin in his final stone for a hit and roll out by Mark Pfister. Leaves the wide open rings for Niklas Sedin to draw for his 3 and a commanding 7-2 lead.
Wade's good. Close, close, close.
Whoa.
Oh.
This one pretty much automatic for Niklas and that Swedish team. They now have a 7-2 advantage after 6 ends.
Like here. Weight's good. Heavy board. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. 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 Good shot.
Real nice.
Hit and stay from Gallant.
Nice shot, Brett. Nice weight. Perfect.
Fraction less.
Well, now we get late stages of the game. Teams start playing the ends as well as the scoreboard, trying to manage the hammer, battle back and forth for that final stone. Look at this hit and roll going from the 12 foot to the back of the 4.
I think the hand stay with it. He's just out in the
That rolls another 6 to 8 inches. That's absolutely perfect.
Heavy hack. Yep. Let it go. Gotta go. Hard, guys. Really gotta go hard. Hard, gotta go. Hard to get by.
Trying to roll this one out to the open side.
Just get by Walker and Nichols. Make an inside roll on that.
That's not where they wanted to be, though. They didn't want an inside roll because that's left back of the button. A chance for Scotland to play the freeze. That's very cute with the guard.
There's lines from the skip, but gotta go. Hard for a piece. There was gotta go to get by, and they just get by.
Only Bob. Still there, bumping.
Right off.
Back 4, back 8.
Getting a lot of rotation on this one.
No, no.
So heavy.
Hands are in.
Yeah.
Pass it.
And that'll create a different path and
Okay, here you go.
go right around everything back of the 8 foot.
They were calling back 8 most of the way.
Yeah.
So that's where it is. So it's good speed. It's
So they were right.
well, we played this side last end, right? Like it's good speed here.
You do?
Not going to get too many chances like that against Team Gushu.
The nose or like the 4 foot.
Yeah. Line's pretty important here.
Yeah.
So.
Line's good.
Weight's good. Top 8. Go get hurt.
Wait, don't wait.
Line's good, boys.
Go.
We're out.
Line's
Top
good.
8. Fighting the 4.
That's round. Half the 4-foot needs a curl. Brett's in if you're sweeping. Brett's in. Brett's in. It needs a curl.
Just fighting 4.
Really running straight on us. Yep. Come on, Brett. Come on, hard. Gotta bury something. Go, 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 go.
Do that real good. It's just
no curl.
Seen it from both sides, even with the extra rotation or less rotation. Not getting in behind.
I'm not one to give you much more weight,
No.
please.
Yeah.
A few feet more.
A few feet more?
Yeah.
Similar weight, just try and tap that red back, create a bit of a pocket.
Yep. Close.
Close.
Dead hot.
Close.
Whoa. Dead hot.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dead hot. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Bobby.
Whoa.
Bob.
Whoa.
Hard Bob.
Keep it going.
Hard push.
Well, this little tap back pushes that one far enough that their second shot, second and third.
Yeah, much less.
Try and get under.
Oh, man.
You got any air?
It's edge on edge.
Go there.
Well, here's a look at this one, just trying to sweep
Is
with
there
the
a hole
curl to
there?
get that little bit of late finish.
There is, but I don't know if it's any good.
No, I'm saying for him. Like if we just guard it.
There's definitely a hole there.
Okay. Well, if there's a hole, I think we gotta take this on then. Back 8.
So
What?
if you tick it and roll in, it wouldn't be terrible either.
I think back line.
If we feather the guard.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not bad. Like I think back line you get by. You don't want to roll to there.
I don't think you're ever doing that.
Okay.
I like
Back
this.
line.
Yeah. Like you feather the guard, he's
Very key
gotta
shot in
play
this
half.
match. This one
Back
from
line.
Mark Nicol.
Well, I've seen a bunch down this path. And they're not getting quite the reaction, the speed that they, or the curl, pardon me, that they thought they would.
Hard. Whoa. Through. Yes. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Is this one into the guard? It is.
Yep. Yep. Shooter.
Yeah, on the guard, try and have the shooter roll on.
Okay. Threw that well, Mark.
Shot.
Well, maybe you get inside, they play a little bit closer to the center.
Wasn't enough ice. Ice for hack.
On the
Boy,
guard.
The first one did not finish, eh? Threw that so good.
Hold it here, that's perfect.
Port, right?
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Dead hack.
No, I think hack's fine.
There.
Fairly tight port to come down there and push that red through. Looking to sit 3 after this. Roll the shooter into where Grant Hardy's broom is just sitting at the moment.
Yeah, just hack.
Say you're hitting
Hair
it.
lines.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, do it. Say on the way here more.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Ah, good.
Weight's good. Solid.
Bruce Mowat looking for the hack weight.
Heavy. Close. Heavy.
Line looking a little high at the moment.
Clean, yep.
Okay, it's come down the hill now.
Coming out.
Oh, now got to hold it to get past that yellow. Get by. Tap it over the top. And we'll lie 1, 2. It looks like 3.
Wait, came out of that. Wait, came out of
Took a late finish.
Came out of that quite a bit.
Definitely seeing that
Maybe I'm fresh.
going away. Outturn side curling more than the in-turn.
Sure, honey.
It definitely looks like line 3.
Sure, honey.
Well, we got to get it over that, though. It's tough to do.
You saying?
I say we got to make sure we get it over our 4, otherwise it really doesn't matter too much. You know what I mean?
Well, it does. It's still, we're still trying to line it up to jam.
Oh, I know, but
Right,
if
like-
we don't kill that one, or if we kill that one, it's not real good. What do you like, Jeff?
I was thinking hit and roll under 3/4.
Under this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we
You
got to
said
play,
line it up for the
play
jam,
the
right?
intern, I guess, do we? See if we could save this one?
Whatever turn's easier to make a shot with.
Yeah. Think solid hack, Mark.
Okay. Not much else.
Bragish is still trying to think how he can construct a 2 at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking out turn with heavy board or something.
Still thinks that there's an opportunity there.
Just a little more.
He doesn't see the danger.
Yeah.
Most other teams will see the danger of sitting 3 against.
What are you looking for?
He thinks, yep, I can use that yellow as some cover to try and create a 2.
And the line was line up for a jab.
Hack.
Whoa.
Yep. Weight's good.
Yep.
Just hack.
Whoa.
Hack.
Yep.
Just hack.
Yes. Hard, guys. Hard.
Weight's good.
There we go.
Line's beginning to
Hard.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
Well, they want to try and get that roll.
Little light.
A live shot.
late finish.
Bit of hair light.
You're right in behind the stone. And from the hog line in, it does move very aggressively.
It's a good chance.
Chance for Scotland to sit 5 if they can make a nice hit and roll with this one.
If you roll here, you're okay. Just to be a wee bit safer.
Okay. I like hack.
Okay.
Rolls a bit deeper as well.
Yeah.
His went a wee bit
What do you
down,
think?
switched
Do you
to
want
stay
that
up
roll?
like that.
No. Well, you don't want to necessarily nose.
Solid's all
'Cause
right.
You want next lax then?
You definitely don't want to nose. You're better rolling too far than catching this one. You're better catching it half stone than on the nose.
What kind of weight, Bruce? Solid hack.
Solid hack.
A real good opportunity now for Scotland.
This line.
Just the same weight is good.
Same weight, okay?
Okay.
I'll ask him to keep him in here.
Do you think an inch more just to be safe?
No, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I can sweep. They were off there all the way.
Yeah.
Nice roll, buddy.
Great opportunity for Bruce Mowat to apply some pressure to Brad Gishu.
Hack.
Close.
Heavy hack.
Whoa.
Heavy hack.
Whoa.
Close.
This one got a long way to curl now. Have they cut enough?
Well, like you said, you'd rather roll too far than sit there. So line 4, and it's how do you get in there? You got to cross center to get to the 4 foot.
I think we'll just see Brad play the takeout.
It looks hard with hack.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. You like normal weight? Hit that back one.
Not to that, or you try and navigate an awkward port. Just the drop pass taken away
It's an
where
inch
all the
more,
stones are
Mark.
placed.
Yeah.
Board?
What's that?
We throwing?
Normal.
Team Scotland did have an opportunity to apply a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't be too disappointed with the outcome of this end.
Sometimes playing a little on the side of being too cautious as
Yep.
too aggressive.
A little less than he threw a couple years ago. Yes.
Here, need to hold this one straight down the center line.
Hard! Really gotta go hard! Hard,
This one beginning to move. Is it going to over curl? Have they held the red? It's drifting out, and it's going to be a steal of 2 for Scotland. Oh, big turnaround in this one.
That one was going to be difficult, but Gushue has it over curl, and it is a steal of 2. The first lead change of this game, the first lead for Scotland. As Canada gives up 2. has their work cut out for them, down 6-5 after 7. Well, Team Canada now trailing, their first time being down in this game. They've been the front runners throughout, and sometimes when you play with fire, you get burnt a little bit with all those multiple stones. Not a shot Brad Gushu's going to miss all that often, but it over curls and a 6-5 Scotland lead now as we play an 8.
Line's fine. Line's good. Line's really nice.
Top 4, boys. Top 4. Go. Simmer, boys.
So first stone in.
I wouldn't say light. I thought it was all there.
Corner guard.
It's going to get into a new path over there, though.
You're right.
Just past that.
You're right. All there. All
Yeah, I don't think Brad Gushu and his Canadian side will be too worried. They're only trailing by 1. They've got Hammer in the 8th end. They've been in this situation many, many times before.
Well, look at the numbers here through 7 ends, and advantage Hammy McMillan, 93 to 89. Both players, good numbers.
Tight.
Tight it there.
Line's
Third
good.
release. Third release. It's all yours though.
Should be there.
Go room.
Top 12.
Coming down a wee bit.
Coming down.
Nice.
Shoot. Only Bobby.
Bob.
Still top 12.
Hey, Bob,
almost.
can't harm it.
Hard, Bob.
Get the line, get the line.
Get the line, sorry.
Get the line, Bob.
Hard, Bob. Hard.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hard.
Okay. Good, Harvey. Nice there.
That covers the correct side, leaves the left-hand side of the
Right on the T
yellow
line.
open that's on the
Top
button.
button.
If you left the right, you've got a chance to bring the corner guard into play. You could push it back and roll in behind. So errored on the professional side.
Weight's good. Wait, don't leave lots of room. Weight's good. Lot of room.
Like to go a little.
They can't. It's got way too much room. Wait, it's going to have to be marked. Got to be marked if you go. Needs to curl a ton.
All 4.
Hard, Mark. Come on, Mark. Close it up. Come on, get it on the edge here. Go. Okay, Jeff. Good weight.
Great weight, Jeff.
Seems that side just straightening up on them. I saw it on the away end and now coming to the home end as well. Here's we play the 8th end.
Be straight up here. You threw that 12 weight, remember, this way before.
I think there's only.
This way. Nice throw.
Not much to choose between those 2 seconds. Gallant 86, Lamy 89.
Waist good.
Yep. Whoa.
Waist all right.
Yep. Keep. Hard. Yep. Right to it.
Hard. Okay.
No, just rolls to the back of the tee.
Got to know nose is better. Nose is better.
Hi, Bob.
T line.
Okay, line's good. Yep.
Walk your T.
Yep.
Hard, line's tight.
Yep, for line's real tight. Hard, guys.
Well, another chance to play this freeze.
Bumping it off. Hard to get by. Well, you're by.
Just bumping it a little bit.
Whoa. Sit. Okay,
Nice
good
shot.
A little bump, keeps good angle. As we see Norway and Italy, 7th end. It's like a couple of Norwegian stones in there as counters right now, and almost Mozaner really turned some heads with his shot making at the Olympic Winter Games. They failed to make the playoffs, but able to qualify for Italy for the first time since 2006. Now here at the Worlds, trying to get this one into the 8-foot piece of the 4-foot to get one, and it'll come up short. It is a steal of 1 and a 6-4 Norway lead. And that one's really swung. Saw a steal of 3 by Italy, and looked like things were going their way, and then 3 right back by Norway, and now a steal.
Yeah, top 4 depth.
Same? A little less?
Same, I think.
Same or just a shade less?
A little more, right?
T back 4.
Whoa, you got it. You got extra line.
Back
Might be
8.
freezing the other one. Whoa.
This
Back
one
4.
from
No.
Gallant looks a little on the heavy side.
We're just giving him a pocket double here.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty much tailor-made.
Yeah, half stone double for Grant Hardy. Just needs to curl a hair more.
I'll make the double. Sit there to lie 3.
Just poker, eh?
She's so straight.
Just feel it.
Give that anything. Like I did.
Just poker straight, eh?
Well, the double made.
Tell Hammy.
And even the Scots are getting into the Vegas lines. It's poker straight. Of course, poker, just one of the many things you can do here in Las Vegas. We look at the numbers, and Mark Nichols with the advantage. Grant Hardy just made that double. Numbers will go up from there.
Hard. Becky.
It's good.
Yes. Hard for line.
Back 8.
Becky, yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Line's perfect. Yeah, it's the hair heavy. Okay, good shot.
Very nice attempt from Mark Nicholl.
Slid pretty good, actually. Thought he kicked a little hard.
Well, trying to get that pocket, something they can use later on.
Yep. Do nothing, Jedi. Pull it straight.
What's that?
So just looking for this one on the nose. Trying to bounce it over the back one.
Oh,
Okay.
They lose both of those back ones.
You got it.
we don't need stones hanging about, eh?
Grant Hardy's quite right there. Doesn't need stones hanging around back of tee. It's actually worked out better for him.
Well, right off, and that red goes straight out the side.
It's trying to freeze, right?
Yeah.
Similar weight, I think.
Think it's the same speed here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Making a little less.
Well, you see this lots, especially on arena ice surfaces. There's different speeds and different paths. That's the conversation the Canadian side is having.
Line's a little tight. Hard for line. Line's really tight.
Line's good.
Line's tight.
Cleats. Gotta go a little.
Gotta go for line. Gotta go to get there. Hard, guys. Gotta go.
Cleats close. No,
Hard, you gotta go. Hard. Gotta go.
This one
Hard,
looks a
guys,
little
to get
short
by
for
this
weight
yellow.
from Nicholl.
Go. Hard, Brett.
Not to it,
Hard,
not
oh, you
quite to
gotta
it.
go. Hard. Keep going.
Okay.
That's what they're paid to do. Sorry, I just squashed it a little on you. Yeah.
Well, the line from Mark Nichols, that's what those guys are paid to do, is sweep. And they got it in behind that corner. Actually,
Good weight.
weight was perfect for a freeze. Just
higher than it.
tight and over curled.
Sorry? Just higher.
So what was the call from...
Top 4.
Yeah, top tee.
Well, that's the call, top of the tee. They're just going to try and split the house, get some separation between the
Give me middle of 4, I think.
2 stones.
Well, weight management will be important here for the front end.
Same time.
Yep.
Lammy McMillan will have to guide this one just in front of the tee line. You don't want to leave any chance at a double for Brad Gushu, because he'll go after it.
Plenty of room. No room. Bobby.
Yeah, just needs half in the
Bite the
8
tee,
foot.
Abby. Yeah, sure. Bite the tee. Just short of the tee.
Perfect.
Just sit here.
No, we're perfect.
No. Stay with it, Bob.
Oh.
No.
Great stone position. Great control from the sweepers.
Nice.
Nice, Bob. Right, Bruce.
Not much to it to play the angle.
Like, I don't.
Scotland beginning to
think we can get
dictate the
anywhere
play. They
good.
certainly dictated the 7th end.
I think if we can make, like, even if we do
And
this,
they've been in control in this 8th.
Best.
well, then he knows this.
Yeah. It's not
If
good.
we can roll in here, roll right there would be ideal.
If you knows that, what's he do?
Probably nose is back.
There's no double.
I
That's a
don't.
tough
I don't think
double.
I can get that across.
Okay.
No.
Just wondering.
What do you think there?
What are you throwing?
Thinking board.
Okay.
What's that? Yeah, I was just wondering if he knows the other one, then if he wouldn't have a double. Like, he knows.
I was thinking board weight here, guys. You like that ice?
Yeah, it's pretty good. 3.5, right?
Thick half. Yep.
Well, there's
You like it, Jeff?
Brad Gushu, 66%. I can't remember the last time seeing the Canadian skip
Okay.
with those numbers. Of course, they went unbeaten last year, winning the World Championship.
Weight's good. Yep.
Nice weight. Easy. Nice board.
Yep. Whoa.
Number 2 ranked team in the world right now.
Yes.
Not heavy.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Well, trying to make the roll.
Gotta roll.
Get in, live shot.
Start a little light again.
Maybe a shade.
Yeah. Didn't look bad at your hand, but it was a little light.
Saying maybe a little bit light for weight.
Hard.
That's why it just curled a little bit more than they expected.
Gotta roll. Good shot.
So a hit and stay required for
Not too bad. Fourth.
Bruce Mowat. As long as he stays in the 8 foot.
After that 65.
Be nice.
Little heavy. Post the ball.
You could say a simple hit to stay, lie 2, get a force, but
Hard. Hard. Heavy.
got to manage this one.
Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Roll.
Hit, let it roll away, and very nice. Mowat showing what he's made of here with the hit, roll to the side to lie 2.
Pull the weight.
You throw here?
I was out here.
Same as has been.
Well, it's a confirmation of weight from the front end. They need a piece of the 4-foot. Brad Gushu to tie this game up. The final stone, 8th end.
Pretty good, eh?
Line's a little tight. Line's tight.
Line's fine, guys. Line's fine.
Well, they're stripping this one down.
Yeah, not a lot of panic, no worries there. from the Canadian side. They guide that one in. And we have a tie game through 8. 6-6 as Gushu and Canada get 1. 2 ends to play. Scotland has the hammer heading to 9.
One red. One red. Better make sure.
Well, look at the Orleans Arena site here for the 361 World Men's Curling Championship. Luke Coley, Kenny Edwards to bring you the 9th end here.
5 over 23 's up 23.
Let's get a force here, boys.
A lot of Canadian contingent, of course the American, the chants of USA, USA throughout the crowd, but cheering all the competitors on. And they have got their money's worth in this one. 6-6 playing in 9.
It's not real heavy. Where do you want it? Get it tight. It's gonna be like half.
Well, get as tight as you can. Keep going. Get as tight as you can. Okay,
well, now we get into the strategy. How Gushu's going to try and force for Canada and Scotland. Obviously, you can get a blank, would be nice, but either want 2 or a blank.
Throw in there?
Yeah. You're Leslie, you want?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Top it. Here, done, Tommy.
Maybe men. Maybe men. I don't mind the Bob.
Line will be good.
Yeah, Harry McMillan just elected to draw around in top of the forefoot. Try and take control of that forefoot area.
Very good, so good.
Line's perfect, Bob. Close in the finish.
Tighten the scoring area up for Brad Gushu. Make it difficult for him to get something in there to be hidden.
But a foot too deep.
75.
Good throw. No, yes.
It's not real hard either.
Lots of room.
Yeah, I know.
Plate's close.
Mine's nice. Just
It's
gonna
close.
slide a little better. Needs a curl. It's marking. Make
right
sure
there.
we're not in.
Right there.
Weight's good.
Let's do it, Mark, the line. Still there, though. Yep. Go ahead.
Hard. It's good. It's good. Oh. Okay.
Nice shot, Jeff.
Come tight to it as we see handshakes. Norway and Italy. It was a steal of 4 in the 8th end and a 10-4 Norway win over Italy. Both those teams playing their first game of the competition. So Norway 1-0. Italy drops to 0-1.
Close. Top 4. Wee bit. Why go a wee bit? Wee bit for line. Yeah.
Gotta go wait.
Get right, boys, come on. Go. All right, come on.
Slip it off. All right, get it. Yeah, good.
Oh, real good sweep. Take that one to the top of the forefoot. And one other final. It is Sweden defeating Switzerland 7-3, the final there over on sheet D. So the bookends of the 4 sheets are all over. Sweden improves to 2-0, while Switzerland drops to 0-2 after day 1. Switzerland will play Canada tomorrow night. in Canada's next game, and Switzerland's will play them. That'll be their only game of the day tomorrow.
Hard, Jeff, go! Hard, 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 hard.
Canada can't sneak by on that one for Gallant.
There's curls in there.
It was great. Yeah. The reds, if I'm firing it that way.
Really good.
Sorry?
On the wing,
Start a brush, start a brush.
This gap. No, like, can I go? Is there a gap through the reds?
Oh, yeah, of course.
How big?
Huge.
Just made it up.
I'm just thinking, call the line.
Yep.
So looking to peel both of the reds off.
You're pretty close to 7/8. Yeah. Top of here, thinner.
Here, thinner.
I think so.
Make it, Bob, this is yours.
Yep. No. Yep. Whoa. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Well, double peel, get one. And we'll stuff it on their 2 in the house, and all of a sudden, that swings an end. Big mistake from Scotland.
Oh, he's ever shot low there.
Eh?
He was ever shot low.
Sorry, you're making an next one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was never on the high side of that one.
Heavy. Just over, Jeff.
I don't think it's heavy.
Mine's good.
It's pretty good. Whoa. Bring length over.
Whoa.
Whoa, it's hard.
Running like it's
What's
heavy.
hard? Bring, just shy of that one. Whoa, no, 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 no. It's too tight, too tight.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, look at the scores, 2 finals. Norway beating Italy 10-4. Sheet B, USA, Japan 4-4 in the 9th. Or 6-6 here on Sheet C in the other final. Sweden beating Switzerland 7-3.
Hard! 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 Oh.
Again, trying to keep that one high, and they never quite got out to stay high.
Yeah, a couple of poor shots from Bobby Lammy in this 9th end. Has put his team under a lot of pressure.
A little higher than yours, eh?
Yep.
Okay, Bob.
All right.
No. Jeez. No, it's
All right.
Where are we?
Same as Brett, just a little higher.
Mine's fine.
Mine's fine.
Well, does Canada's strategy now change? Do they go hard, obviously throwing the guard to think steel now?
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nice shot.
Things getting a little messy out there now.
Well, Grant Hardy trying to clean up the bit of the mess they got themselves in. 1, 2, get the third, and gets them all moving. Look at that. That's a much better looking 4-foot now.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate to leave. Canada sitting 1, just caught the back yellow.
That was halfway.
Very good shot from Grant Hardy.
Top 12.
Go then.
Top, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Good. Just tight, Brett. Go then hard.
I was saying this one's not even made the rings.
We're tight. We're.
It's well short.
Whoa,
Little tighter.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let us
Not-
go.
not
Let us
tight
go.
at all,
Whoa.
really.
No, it's not tight. I know. Okay.
Just light, but not that much.
Difference in the path, maybe?
Question time now for Bruce Mowat. Does he open things up,
I think we're getting a blank.
We're not getting a blank. No, no chance.
or does he go after the red out on the left-hand side to sit 2?
Two staggered guards there.
If I lift this and you go for a skips 2,
What, either round or peel?
Because he's probably going to come.
I think there's a better chance of 2 with you going first.
Okay.
Just try to top 4.
Top 4?
Losing a 1's not disaster.
Yeah. Bite the 4 then.
Is losing a 1 better with peel?
I don't want to lose one.
I know, but...
Call time?
Do you like timer?
Well, they'll call a timeout. I think not a bad time to take one. Talking about losing one of a steal isn't the end of the world. And
It's not going to go down.
It's not coming into the
It's not coming down
rings.
because you're hitting that so thin.
Thick.
but
You know,
Do that, then before you stop
say
it
we
there.
lift these 2. What's he doing? He's splitting the rings. He's
he's
trying to
going round
force.
there, probably.
You're then round the corner trying for your 2.
Yeah.
You know, I think we're really tight by this actually to get it buried.
Probably best going to this one here.
I think you're coming this way, Grant.
Still going that rank.
Oh, no, you can play this for
You
fun.
play it, you want.
I think we know this better.
Okay.
well, Alan,
You're
their
probably
coach
gonna
will
crawl
come
to
out.
here. No,
Yeah.
you're not even. I don't think. Yeah.
He
I
frees
think
you,
you
you're
can
probably
pass
not
that
going
and
to
still
drop it
sit like right in the middle of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we get the middle of them.
Yeah, you're not sitting out here.
No, not out, but maybe behind the other.
Yeah.
Peel, he goes.
Peel, you're guaranteed a score, I think.
Yeah. First instinct was just to hit the open one.
That's what I thought.
Well,
I just think
But
they've
then
got 2
he
to come round.
goes round you.
Yeah, then you make the double peel.
He's got a bit of guard on there, you've got to run there.
He's got
probably
the
got-
thing.
Or he
Split the
doubles
rings.
that and you're going to get forced. He doubles that, you're forced probably.
Yeah.
I think you're either in or peel.
Say that this is fine. Yeah.
It brings a steal into play though, is it not?
Not really, because you open up.
Not really.
You got your
I think the
full
only way
forward.
we
gotta
get
drop
up a
past
steal
this
is if we
side,
leave
so-
these.
If we
Aye,
leave
that's what I'm
them.
saying, aye.
But as a steal bad, I'd rather go for 2.
I think if we
Do you like the top 4?
Do you like that?
If he's
Like
doing
you
that,
top
what's
4,
he
he'd be
doing?
like, how do you get your 2?
It's only off his own,
Is
is
there
it?
still a
you're
chance to
struggling
take
to
2
get
if we
it.
do peel this? But I think we're
Yeah,
more
exactly.
likely getting forced.
So if you take that.
Because these are here, even if we're perfect, he locks it. You've got a tough draw
Draw
for
for
2.
two.
We go
You're
right.
probably playing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
I
was
thought
your
the two
first thought?
options were hit the open one or make this.
Okay.
I'm tending towards this now.
Okay, let's go for it.
And then hope we get maybe skip
quarters.
pair with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
do this
after
one.
that.
Yep.
Okay, you like it?
Half stone?
Well, I'm
Well,
thinking even
three quarters?
Yeah.
Just straight
Yeah,
into the side
personal
of
look,
6?
I think I would have been looking to hit the open one.
That's what my first thought too
coming
was
around something.
hit the open one
it's fully open.
and then see what Canada does back.
I think he's probably drawn edge of 4.
Yeah, they
just
don't
playing
make
for a
their
force.
the shot
We're right
perfectly in
now, corner
behind.
for a 2.
You've got a good chance
a good one,
of
Mark.
closing the game out in this 9th end.
Hit the open one. He's round, eh?
I mean, no, it's a nose bad. He goes round, you've got to run.
But I think it was a good use of the timeout to talk that one, get another opinion because I think the team was split on what to play, double peel or you go after it.
Hard. Aye!
Our ball.
Hard. Aye! Clean. Hard, aye.
No, nicely done. He'll
Okay, so you got 5.
move a lot of things around there.
Look at that.
That'd be nice.
I didn't look at that, did we?
It'd be cheeky, more nice.
Take it. Yeah, that's it.
Also, still, watch all these stones go flying. There's 2 in the middle go out. They catch that one on the side, the red. Touch the yellow, push it over. The other red goes out. But the 4-foot's open.
Where do you want? Edge?
Edge of 4 is good. Yep.
Mark through a second one now.
Canada already sitting 1, so a chance to sit 2.
I'll throw one of them.
Okay.
Gushu's now decided he's going to draw the other side line. 1 in a great position for their force still.
I thought it was a little
Line's good. Tuffy. Maybe a little.
Lots of line at the moment, but we'll see this begin to move. As soon as it crosses that hog line, they start to really drag across.
Fighting for it.
Yep,
Finish
go
it,
ahead.
Brett.
Go. Help him. Help him.
Hard! Hard!
Okay.
Geez, sorry. That kicked a little.
Oh, that really came down. It did take that curl. Canada lying 2.
Took a little twist. Just
short of the rings.
Up there. It's good. It's half buried.
Great weight, Brad.
Nothing. No, you got half.
Okay. What about this? If we roll to here, then if he knows as I have that.
Yeah. Probably make the long roll.
Control.
What are you thinking? Needs to be pretty quick here. That's a big roll.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Control.
Good barrier.
Oh, good barrier then.
You got half.
Got the comment they need to make a decision, make it fairly quickly. Of course, they not getting real low on time, but you want to save some time in that 10th end.
Yeah, both teams have used their timeout as well.
Just nice bar.
Yeah.
That kind of heavy hacking game was
Yeah,
that same kind of throw. 60.
it's got a long way to roll, so
Yeah.
have to hit half stone almost.
Nice weight.
Yeah,
Close.
weight's good.
Close.
Weight's good.
Close.
Yep. Yes!
This one beginning to cut away now. Have they got it past the guard? Squeezes past. Have they made the roll?
Hard, Bobby.
Try and get as much roll as possible, and they'll get into the forefoot.
Go, Bruce. Good, buddy. Try.
Now Canada has to roll back away.
Actually found a really good spot with that.
Gotta roll, hey?
Canada can't afford to hit in the nose. Please. Relatively straightforward double.
That was well swept by Hammy McMillan, though, to get that one by.
Okay. Board?
Yep.
They got to roll away to the right here,
Yeah.
opposite of away from their other stone.
Little quiet.
Weight's nice. Weight's good.
Hair quiet.
Whoa! Yep. Whoa!
Weight's pretty good.
Whoa!
No.
It's good.
Yep. Whoa! Yep. Whoa!
Well, got to make the hit. Now stick around, get the separation. And force right back on unless you give this double a go.
You're gonna have the double either way.
You've got room, but it looks easy on the end, which out, Bob. But the end might get the back one, does it?
Yeah, I think they're worried
We're missing the
about
back
taking
one,
this on
I think so.
the end turn, about catching the back yellow.
Yeah.
What turn? You can throw both, I think, but yeah. Just gonna throw that out.
Could potentially just
Sorry, what?
come down and push the red through, take a single point. But great opportunity to score 2.
And I think even deep down they don't want to give up one, but if you give up a steal 1, it's not the end of the world.
No.
You're 1 down with the hammer playing the 10th end. I think in their mind they're thinking, I'd much rather have a 2-point lead without the hammer than just a 1-point lead. So the final shot, Bruce Mowat.
Right up.
Nothing yet. Got to get past the front. And they get very fortunate they don't clip their back one.
Well, that is very fortunate.
Wow.
Had to get past the guard and doesn't.
All right, buddy.
And it is a 7-6 lead now for Canada as it swings back in Canada's favor, heading to 10.
Okay. All right, boys. Take 2.
Yeah?
I know we can take 2, so.
Yeah, I had so much to solve.
Huh?
It was like,
Well, 7-6. There's a look at the score, and it has been back and forth. A couple steals here in the last 3 ends. 3 points stolen. Actual. And now Jeff Walker will get us going. 10th end, Canada, Scotland. Scotland with the hammer. Down 1.
I like it.
And sort of that 50-50 of results. Scotland will try and score their 2, realize they can. If they have a chance to score 1, they can try in an extra. We'll see how Canada plays it.
Come on. Yep. Full force. Full force. Full force. Full force. Go. Shot, Jeff.
Yeah, I think
Got it.
Canada will play it fairly safe.
Well, it hasn't been the Canadian team that we've seen that won the Canadian Championship when they won the world title last year and throughout the tour season so far.
Line's good. Really nice. Weight's good. Still halfway tight. Hard. Hard. Okay, sorry. Go ahead and pick first. Just be ready. Just be ready.
A little soft.
Good.
We're there.
I like it. I thought it was a I don't think it was heavy. Light, right?
Yeah, it's like
hard for line.
Team Canada just looking to cover this one.
Where is it?
Right, just short.
Okay, leave it short. Leave it short. Just short. Make sure it's nice and tight, though. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Soft.
Yeah.
Well, in a good spot, and then we'll jump over USA, Japan. Greg Persinger, final shot here in the 9th end.
That's exactly right.
Facing a couple.
Why go a bit? Go touch. Top 8. Run.
Had a draw come up short in the 8th end.
Waist perfect.
Gave up a steal.
Where?
Almost back tee.
Yep.
Find it.
U.S. team winning their nationals, trying to keep the U.S. curling train going after an Olympic gold medal, a 4th place finish by Jamie Sinclair at the Women's Worlds. Huffman, Tilkert, try and get it to the forefoot. And there it is. This U.S. team, fiery. There's a lot of emotion on them, and they show it. Look at that. They get their 1. They know it's a big point. 5-4, heading to 10. To the chance of USA here at the Orleans Arena.
Good scrub. Nice shot.
Gallant just peeling the Yellowstone from plate.
He's nice.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Waist good.
Hard.
Teams will try to be efficient with their time here early. Both. It's 2 minutes for Scotland and just under 3 minutes left for the Canadian side.
Actually found a good spot with that red, pushing it in behind the corner guard.
First I was running a double.
Maybe
double.
bring it into play later in the
About a
end.
quarter.
Something to freeze on.
Third is close too, Brett.
Okay.
Well, a 2 by Scotland would be the winning points.
Yep. Hard. Whoa.
They made the double. 1, 2, pushes it into the 12-foot.
But doesn't push it far enough that it outcounts the other one.
Just make a call.
I don't like hitting it. Either freeze or guard. Okay. Is that all ice?
No, that'll be good.
You go like that.
We better
Think we want to go.
We better in. Can't. Wait, you can't get it.
Bobby Lammy just looking to freeze.
We better in.
Waist there.
Lots of room.
T-line.
Lots of room.
Out wide.
Close.
T-line.
Lots of room.
T-line.
No, the line's good.
Bump it here.
Room.
Almost back 4.
Yep. Yep.
Having to go around it.
And just make that decision too late.
Hey, Bob.
Here.
Okay.
Yep.
Normal.
Weight's good. Normal. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Shooter. Shooter. Brett. All you can. Go, 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 go,
I'll
go,
try
go,
to
go.
separate those two. Is Canada lying to?
Shot, Mark.
Solid burner. No, he's good.
I might have seen Grant Hardy elect to just play the little tap back or freeze on this one.
Hammy. Hard, Hammy.
The stones in play are actually play into Scotland's favor. Rollout does not help your chances at 2.
And that is the reason why I would have played the freeze than the takeout. Maybe just rushing the shots because they're tight on time.
And again, it is thinking time. It's not running time during the stone down the ice. It does stop once the stone hits the tee line. Don't want to leave anything there.
Hard, guys. Every inch, Jeff. Every inch, every inch, every inch, every inch, every inch.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Brad.
Oh, that biter actually goes in an awkward spot because if they over-curl this freeze, it's tough to blast out.
Think you're there. Think you're there.
Yeah, Scotland only 1 minute 23 on the clock.
Yeah, back 4. Oh, waist close.
No,
No, you're there. Heavy. Back 8.
Canada at 2:15, so a little bit better, but obviously having more time than your opponent's nice. And again, overthrown a bit. Chips rolls off.
Yeah.
I think I like that.
Yeah, I think
Normal?
so too.
So.
Yeah. Solid
Same-
normal, Mark.
Same shot as Mark, real similar, right?
Yeah.
I did think Mark was a touch solid, like close, but
Yeah, he was pretty close. Yeah. I'm gonna throw solid normal.
I like that.
This nose isn't the worst, is it?
They'll look to run with this one, I believe.
Yep.
Solid normal.
Normal. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard. Hard. No roll. It's good.
Real good.
Oh boy.
Well, rolls to the back of the forefoot.
Shot.
Good one. It's good.
Let's roll.
Try and play the freeze, keep one in play.
That was heavy. Just same way you
See the time ticking away.
Same way you give us.
Yep.
Okay. That just time's good.
Try and save as much for that final shot if possible. Both timeouts have been taken from one for each team.
Waist good. Top 8, top 4.
Like it.
Line's good.
Still you, Hammy.
Still there.
You're
Feel it.
really narrow.
Waist perfect.
Just looking for
You're really narrow.
a nice angle.
Line's good.
Don't really want it yet.
Close, Hammy.
Stop
Close.
under here.
Line. Line only.
Gotta go.
Line only. We're bumping.
Whoa. Whoa.
We're bumping.
Whoa. Close. Close.
We're
Hammy.
bumping.
Yep. Line. Line. Whoa. Whoa.
Very nice
shot.
shot from Bruce Mowat.
Nice, Bruce.
Nose or hair high, eh?
What's that?
Nose or hair
Well,
high?
I was thinking this, but I mean, whatever.
I like nose or hair high. Goes under, doesn't it?
Sure.
Well, Mark didn't seem convinced. He wanted to play, I think, that slash.
Nose is dicey, hey?
Yeah. I'd prefer to be high. I think nose jams.
Okay, let's do this then. Slash it.
You sure?
Yep, if you think that's there.
Does the slash ever jam?
Well, I can, but I gotta think it's gonna be spinning pretty
Okay.
good. That it's never
Okay, let's do it.
third of a rock, quarter.
Yep.
Well, this is sometimes when you
Quarter rock.
are tight on time.
Is this going to run straight out here?
So we threw one out here the last game.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, a 7-6 lead. Brad Gushut, get rid of this one. Worst will play an extra.
Yep. Hard, Brett. Hard,
Just 63% on those takeouts.
Anywhere on the high side. Looks good. Has he
Catch
made
this
it?
one high, right through. And it does jam.
Oh, that was never there. Never there.
No, it's not. Yep.
It's never there.
Right here. Go, Phil.
And I think the lack of time cost them.
Sorry, I thought it was going to go.
And that leave an opportunity for Scotland to end a Canadian winning streak. Men and women combined, 45 games.
Same weight as been all game, buddy.
18 on the men's side. Be Brad Gushut's first loss at a world championship on the men's side.
Nice throw.
Not a bad way to start if you can make this for Bruce Mowat, a world championship.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to start any world championship.
Exactly.
With picking up a win, especially against Canada. Just needs a piece of the 8 foot for the win. Really would put down a marker for them for this week.
Well, first chance to beat Brad Gushut, hasn't ever beat him. Guiding this one in, the broom in the air. And it is a victory for Scotland, 8-7. They knock off the reigning world champions, 8-7.
Thank you, cheers.
So there you see the only other game that's going on. United States taking on Japan. It's United States 5-4 ahead. Final stone of the 10th end. Trying to get a piece of the button with this angle. Have they made it? Oh, they have. What a shot. Japan pick up the single.
Nice shot.
5-5 after 10 ends. Tied at 5-5. USA versus Japan. Hitaka Aoyama. For Japan gets us underway in this extra end. Trying to throw the center guard. Does overcurl slightly. This young Japanese side at their first World Championships.
I don't mind that. They throw another center. What are we doing on the next one?
We go, well, we'd have to go under. So you want to try it?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. We got to play
Make sure
it
the
this
shooter
way.
rolls in.
Yeah,
So,
shooter
do I
roll
same
in.
weight or should I touch more? Because I cannot roll the center. Do I throw a touch more?
No, you throw the same.
I think you got to take a little more.
Just throw it well.
Whoa.
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 Send it out. Whoa. Right off.
Here's Greg. Push.
Greg.
Got a cross center.
Never mind.
He threw it
Philip
harder.
Tilker,
Never mind.
the lead,
Right
trying to play the split.
Just set it.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
Nice. Then a little heavy
Well, it's
too.
gas. It's okay.
OK ちょっと落とすわ
Shukaya for Japan.
2。
クリーンだけクリーンだけクリーンだけラインよラインよ
The
ライン
second
よ
player on the right was very quick to get into the sweeping of this one. Thought it was a little light,
あー近いね
but finds a good spot on the center line.
またこっち来て
Okay.
Top 8, top 4.
Lots of room.
Line's nice.
4.
Line's really good.
Wait's close.
Greg, if anything here.
Greg. Wait's
Top
there.
4.
Wait's there, wait's there, wait's there.
Just bite 4. Yep.
Yep, gotta go.
I think
Both of you.
so.
Both of you.
Go.
Both of you.
Come on, come on.
Keep going.
Come on.
Keep going.
Okay, great
Pretty
shot.
Scrub, guys.
最初伸ばすわ
あ、俺測りますよ。
あ OK ちょっとあるか
67。
8。
ちょっとある
待てる待てる。
うんごめん
8じゃないよ。
9
10。
あるわ8 9
Trying to come around this yellow center guard and push the red back, but looks a little heavy, catches the red, rolls to the side. Not a great spot with that one.
6ちょっとあったわ
Gotta fully expect that both these yellow guards will be removed for play.
ダメダメ
Colin Huffman, second player.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep, you gotta go.
Gotta go.
Whoa.
1, 2.
Good shot.
Springs both of them.
Spin,
It
baby.
was cotton if I played that.
Opens things up.
Yes.
いやないわ。ヘルプヘルプ。
Shuyukaya for Japan.
いや、大丈夫、大丈夫。
Yes. Yes. 最後まで最後まで最後までちょっと前。Yes. Yes. 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 あ、OK。
OK、OK。
Dropping that one just over the hog line.
まだだよね。
いや、もう終わったよ
あ
俺。終わったよ俺。
え
Yeah. Yep.
Gotta go. Keep it opposite.
Yep.
Right to it. Clean.
That's good.
Peels the yellow one out of play. At some point, Japan will need to make a play on that redstone top of the forfeit.
4-2でもフルでいけばなんとかって感じ。
ラインが4-1なんだ。
うん、4-1いいと思う。
ちょっと外だな。1、2、1。ちょっと外だよ。1。
曲がると思うよ。
青山さん、いや、いいわ。しかちで、しかちで。
いいと思う、いいと思う。1、2、2、2、2、2、2、2、2、2、2、
クリーン、クリーン、クリーン。
あるわ。2、2、2。
最後、青山さん。青山さん、イエス。イエス。イエス。イエス。ゴーゴーゴーゴーゴー。ゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴー。ナイスショット。ナイスショット。
Okay, another center guard for Japan.
I like the out.
You can always jam it on the side of next time, but it doesn't matter. It's whatever's preference. Thank you, bud.
Yep. Gotta go.
You're fine.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Just clean. We don't want to jam it. Just clean. Just clean. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
We're fine. It's
Rich
out.
Rahonen
Didn't matter anyway.
makes him go away.
Just wanted to make sure no one stopped that rock. Because they could.
カード？うん、同じでいいよ。いや、ちょっとあるな。
さあ、同じ。
Masaki Iwai,
若干近い。
the skip and third player for Japan.
2でいいよ、2。うん。ちょっと青山さんだな。
青山さん。
え、
いや、青山さん。
センター、センター。
クリーン、クリーン、クリーン、クリーン。
Yes, 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 yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
4秒。
Just replaces the guard.
Half a rock. Easy. Yep.
Yep, yep.
Yep. Really good, Rich.
Out.
Oh, almost.
It was not worth going for it.
No, I know, but
As we take a look at the 10th end. Fourth player, Go Aoki, taps the yellow down into the button for a single, and that's why we are playing an extra end here. Perfect by the fourth player. Into the skip stones, go Aoki.
3、4。4。
さあ、落ちてきてる。さあ、
つけれる。
さあ、
頑張れば。
Yes.
Just trying to corner freeze this red.
Go, 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 go.
あ、いいよいいよ。
He knows it.
You knows the back.
Right here.
Yep.
Because then if he hits that, he's not shot.
Right.
He just knows. You like 10? I mean, 10 and a half?
10, 10 and a half.
10, 10 and a half. Be on the 10 side.
Remember, this is the spot. They will move hard at the end.
I know. So we just want to nose right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the young Japanese skip, only 18 years old.
Take your time. There's plenty of it.
His first opportunity to represent his country on the world stage. Has represented Japan at the World B Junior Championship, so this is a massive step up for him.
Wait's good.
Also,
Yep.
a massive step up for
Whoa, then. Close. Call, yep.
Greg
Whoa, whoa.
Persinger.
Whoa, close, close. Yep, yep, yep. Yes. Hard. Whoa, 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 right there. All right,
Nice
great
shot.
shot.
Beauty.
Leaves the USA setting 2.
Great stone, Greg. You couldn't have done better.
Great stone.
Couldn't have done better.
ドローしかないで。ボールはこれもあるけど。
いやー、それは厳いわ。
ヒットロールはない。ヒットロール
赤丸々でしょ。
それでも記憶でしょ。
3球。
Let's go. さっきのです。
全然いけ
Yeah.
ない。
Trying to wrap just around.
Okay.
ちょっとあるな。
Go A-OK. Needing to find a piece of the button on the in-turn to try and set up a steal in this extra end. Line looks really good. Has he made it past the top red? Great shot by the fourth player. How much will Greg Persinger see of this, though?
On that side, you can hit half and make it, right? You need a third and make it, I think.
Okay.
So
Whatever he wants to
peel.
throw here.
What turn? Like here?
Yeah, I think that. You like the out turn?
I'm fine with either.
Yeah, you just can't.
Do you play off your own red?
He actually buried a good
Throw it
chunk.
right there.
That's a fantastic shot.
Or come down and tap this
Just
back?
anywhere off nose.
Okay. Inch high. Yep.
Nice shot.
Turn the out or the in?
And
Okay.
no, this inch high. You got this.
Kind of weight you throwing, buddy?
Peel. Okay.
Peel. Yep.
Final stone of this extra end, Greg
Yep.
Persinger
Oh. Yep.
looking for this one
Yes!
on the high side.
Hard. Hard. Come on.
1-2, there it goes, and it's a win for the USA. Great start for them. Final score 6-5. They defeat Japan. The USA fans will be going home happy this evening. But our feature game was the two heavyweights in World Men's Curling, Canada versus Scotland, and it was Scotland were 8-7 winners after 10 ends. Seventh end, and Scotland sitting 3. Canada's Brad Gushu elected to just play the nose hit for the single. This one over curled, and it was a steal of 2 for Scotland. Scotland with their noses in front for the first time. 8th end, Scotland again dictating the play. Canada's Brad Gushu now having to draw for a single point. That's what he done. Ninth end. Canada sitting 2.
No.
Bruce Mowat for Scotland. Trying the double takeout, gets lucky, catches the guard, removes one of the reds.
Right, boys. Take 2.
Steal for Canada. 10th end. Scotland sitting 1. All Bruce Mowat needed to do was hit the 8 foot with his final stone, and they would pick up a win in the opening draw here at the World Men's Curling Championship. 8-7 winners over Canada were Scotland in a very entertaining matchup. Elsewhere in session 2, Norway 10-4 winners over Italy. USA 6-5 winners over Japan. Our feature game, we've seen Scotland the winners 8-7 over Canada, and only 9 ends played in the matchup between Sweden and Switzerland. Sweden picking up a 7-3 win as we look at the tables, and it's Sweden who top the table, 2-0, but still early on in the week. Switzerland yet to pick up a win, somewhat surprisingly, but a long way to go.
Congratulations, Bruce. A well-played game. First win of a championship against the reigning world champions.
Yeah, it's quite exciting to be here on first basis, and then to win our first game against Canada is pretty special.
And do you think, go back to the 7th end, you steal a couple points was really the turning point?
Oh yeah, for sure. We were 1 down at that point, I think, and we took a 2, so it's quite a big change, yeah.
And looking in that 10th end, what were you thinking when Brad went to play his last shot?
I think I played an alright shot with my first one to make it quite tough for him, so I thought, I wasn't sure what the spin and the angles were like. I didn't have a look. I thought they would have obviously looked at that and known what was happening, so I just assumed that we were drawing for 1, but it's nice to have a draw for 2 and a win.
Congratulations, best of luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, a delighted Bruce Mowat picking up his first win at the World Championships, and a win over Canada makes it that extra special. So that's it from the Orleans Arena here in Las Vegas. So from myself, Kenny, and Luke Coy, thanks for listening.
Lots of room.